And good evening everyone, welcome back to another playthrough of Steins Gate Zero, live and exclusive here to YouTube. For those of you who've never been here before, it's all about live games, play, live reactions, bad jokes and live chat in the box. It's there available for you all if you want to get your comments in there and do what we can to get through those. And for those of you who've been here before for the previous parts of this series, maybe you'll hear for the OG Steins Gate, Danganronpa V3, all the Persona games, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, and the huge amount of plethora I've played in the back catalogue. A huge welcome back to all of you, because without you, there is no channel at all. And we are now going to pick right up where we're carrying on our story. We're halfway through the Stray Sheep, and we've literally just seen the moment where Maho's sensei, June, decided to turn up and glomp her from nowhere. The question is exactly what is going to happen next. On the stream already, Snowbeaver jumping in saying, hey, good evening to you, how are you doing, mate? And say, happy Christmas Eve. So we'll pick up literally right where we left off, so here we go, back in Okabe Runtaro mode, here we go. I got a strange sense that she was feeling me out, but it seemed like a waste of time to resist.
というわけで、彼女がヒヤジョーさんだ。ほら、前にセミナーで会ったって話したことがあっただろ。
So, this is Hyajo. You remember me telling you about how I met her at the seminar, right?
お騒がせしてごめんなさい。
Sorry for all the fuss. I ended up taking Maho back to the lab, where everyone was waiting for my return. Suzuha had actually gone out once to look for me, but evidently by that time I was already gone.
でも何事もなくてよかった。
Well, I'm glad it was nothing. Meanwhile, yeah, Snowbeaver, Merry Christmas indeed, mate. So I'm not going to be on Christmas Day for obvious reasons, so nice to get that Western in there early. Thank you very much. And meanwhile, Queen, you're jumping in saying hello and good evening. Good evening to you. And indeed, you too, Avian. Merry Christmas to you as well. Even though we are 2 days early, but I'm not going to be on live when it happens, so we'll count it. After I gave an introduction and an explanation, everyone let out a sigh of relief. Maho seemed to want to ask a lot of questions about the lab, but I had something I had to finish first.
すまん。どこまで話したんだったか。
Sorry, where were we?
他にもカガリタンを探してる人間がいるって話。
We were talking about another group looking for Kagami-tan.
そう、それだ。
Yeah, that's right.
それは本当なんですか、桐生さん。
Is that true, Kiryu? And yep, Snowbaby, you've actually given me a perfect segue. You say you're so glad you didn't buy Persona 5 Strikers. For those of you a bit confused now, the rumour is that next month in January on the PS Plus, Persona 5 Strikers is going to be one of the 3 titles, along with Dirt 5, and there's like some kind of weird first-person co-op game as well I can't quite remember the title of. Now, I'm still going to download and play Persona 5 Strikers on the PS5 because I want all those easy trophies. But yes, basically Persona 5 Strikers, rumoured to be next month's PS Plus title. So if you've got PS Plus either on the PS4 or on the PS5, you should be able to get that for free, assuming the rumour is true. It's not been confirmed. Around about a week's time we'll know for certain, but there's a French site who have announced it, and for the last 6 months in a row, they have been absolutely spot on. For the last 6 months, they've predicted every game correct. So everyone's taking it as confirmed. Now, if it does get confirmed, download and play it, because you all seen my stream of it and it was amazing, a lot of fun. And if you're on the PS5 and you somehow haven't played Persona 5, that's included in the expanded PS Plus collection, so you can actually play the whole Persona 5 Strikers experience if you have a PS5. Kinda like me. I'll never stop being smug about that. It's true. I look back down at Moika's report, where she'd written all the details. She'd even hired a private investigator to check it out, which meant that it was probably true.
それが鈴葉という可能性はないんだろうか。
There's no chance it was Suzuha.
それは私も考えた。でも
I thought of that, but
探していたのは男の人。中には外国人も。
some of the people looking for her were men. Some were even foreigners. foreigners. Yes, Queen. Only 1% of the Earth's population. And I'm one of them. That's my winning face. Why would they be looking for Kagari?
こっちでかがりと関わりがあるのは私だけだ。それなのに一体誰が？
I'm the only one with any connection to Kagari in this time. So why would anyone... Could it be CERN? Maybe CERN realized that she was from the future and had gone looking for her. If that was the case, then Moeka would have to know about it. No. The Rounders were all given their orders individually, so it would make sense she didn't know what the others were up to.
椎名かがりはこっちに来てもう12年にもなる。その間知り合いができたとしてもおかしいことじゃないな。
Sheena Kagari's been here for 12 years. She has to have met some people during that time. Well, Snowbaby, you say you've played 5, but you've not finished Royal. Strikers is not canon to Royal. It's canon to Persona 5. So if you played the original Persona 5, all the story of Strikers will make sense. There's no real references to Strikers at all. Not to Strikers though, to Royal at all in Strikers.
つうか、むしろ誰かの世話にならないと生きていけないっしょ。
More like she couldn't survive that long without somebody's help. That's true.
つまりこの報告からわかるのは
In other words, what this report tells us is
椎名かがりを知る何者かがここ最近何らかの理由から彼女を探しているということと
someone who knows who Kagari Sheena is has started looking for her recently, for some unknown reason.
少なくとも最近まで椎名かがりは生きていたっていうことだ。
That means that at least until recently, she was alive. Eh?
あ、そっか。
Oh, that's right! Unless they could travel through time like Suzuha. If they were looking for her, that meant they'd know where she was until she disappeared. If people had started looking for her in the last few months, that meant she'd been alive until then. There was nothing else to be learned from Moeka's report.
どうする？
What will you do?
引き続き調査をお願いできますか？
Shall I continue the investigation? If people were looking for Kagari in Akihabara, Moeka took her payment for the work she'd done so far and left the lab. I've had the return of the red box at the bottom of my streaming software by people, so if you keep seeing me looking over to my screen, that's the reason why. I keep on seeing a notification as if it's stopping streaming. Please let me know if you're experiencing any viewing issues. Daru paid the bill. It seemed that when his future daughter was at stake, he was willing to spend money.
人を探しているの？
You're looking for someone. Meanwhile, Chaotic Writing jumping in there saying, late but you're here, and you're only 7 minutes into the stream. Indeed, we are. Now, I've now had a warning message tell me apparently that the site's not receiving enough data to continue the stream. Are you guys seeing this? It appears to be going up on my screen, but I can't be sure. Right, stalled for a moment, did it, Queen? Alright, okay. We'll have to persevere as best we can. Let's fingers crossed it's not a problem. It could be the pre-Christmas break jitters. My computer might want a break. Maho been looking around the lab with interest.
まあちょっと知人をな。
Yeah, just a girl I know. It worried me that some people were looking for Kagari weren't Japanese. Oh, we got a message on... Is it online? I think it is. That's Miyuri. Hey, Okabe, what time are you getting home today? Let's go with the feel out for information approach. Huh? Something going on? I met your mom and she asked me to cook tonight. Wow.
She has to go meaning for a shopping street, and she wasn't sure what to do for dinner. So Mayushi said she'd do the cooking, and she said that was okay.
Are you sure? You're busy too, aren't you, Miyuri? You don't have to do it.
It's fine. I'll make something good. Come home soon.
I see. Really? Seriously?
I'll be waiting.
Oh god. What's with the Ferris Neon danger thing? Like the danger omelette? Is that what that's meant to be? Like a danger omelette? Interesting way of doing it. Apparently, he's seen it fine. Good, right, we'll carry on. We'll persevere and hope for the best. I'll touch a load of wood at the same time. Even outside of CERN, there were people all over the world who would jump at the chance to learn more about the time machine. If they somehow learned that Kagari was from the future, that could mean she was caught up in some kind of trouble.
それじゃオカリン、そろそろ冷や上司のことを詳しく。
Alright, Ocarine, give me the quisk on Hyajoshi. The quisk. That was like the lowdown, wasn't it, from the clues back in the past.
詳しくって言われても前に説明したぞ。
I've already told you everything there is to know, though. And yes, Queen, Miyuri hasn't been the best cook, has she? We saw what happened with the attempt at doing the quiche. She was Dr. Leskinen's assistant, and both she and the professor have been very good to me. I was helping with their work a little. I told him all this before.
例えば冷や上司がこのラボのメンバーに加わってくれる的な超展開はありますか？
For example, is there going to be a super development where she suddenly becomes a lab member? Oi, you're not supposed to know what happened at the end of the last world line. I rewrote history. Stop breaking the fourth wall. Let's take a look at the tip while we've got it. It's the return of the red square again. Okay, back on green. So a super development. Apparently it's whenever in a game, anime or novel refers to something that happens which completely ignores the plot and foreshadowing that happened up until then. And the super development is said to take the story in a completely new direction, similar to the phrase Deus Ex Machina. And these completely unexpected plot developers leave viewers bewildered and struggling to keep up. Kinda like the 8th series of Game of Thrones. Bee.
ないだろう。
Probably not.
じゃあせめて魔法担と呼んでもいいですか？つうか呼ぶ！
Can you at least call her Martan? Actually, I'm just gonna. Because you're such a gentleman, Daru. Giving pet names to people would make them sound like kids when you've only just met them. Smooth. Real smooth.
魔法担
Maho-tan?
あれ？名前間違ってた？
Huh? Did I get your name wrong?
そうじゃなくて、その変な呼び方に引っかかったのは。
That's not it. It's just a weird thing to say.
でも魔法担は魔法担って感じじゃん。なあオカリン。
But you're Maho-tan, right, Maho-tan? Don't you agree, Ocarine? And I do disagree to an extent as well, Queen. There was plenty of build-up in certain areas, but at other points, it kinda went the wrong way. Okay, fine, Queen, yes, he's a gentleman pervert. Because that's a title you really want to be known as. Not me. Not me at all.
俺に振るな。
Don't ask me.
とにかくその呼び方はやめて。
Just stop calling me that.
だが断る。
But I refuse! Yet, once again they reference JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He never changes, does he?
それでヒアジョーさん、今日はどうしてラボに？俺、ここのことは君に話したかな？
So anyway, Hyajo, what brings you to the lab today? Did I tell you about this place?
アマデウスに教えてもらったわ。
Amadeus told me.
今日は本来は話したいことがあったのだけれど、まあいいわ。
There was something I wanted to talk to you about, but forget it.
Yeah, why, Snow? You say you've got a few games on your list for the PS Plus that are the PSN that are a bit quite cheap, but you want to wait for the title announcements first. One of my friends is gutted. They'd used some gift tokens from work to buy Dirt 5 last month, and the rumour is that's 3 for next month. That's the luck of the draw sometimes, unfortunately.
噂のラボを見ることができたし、それになんだかあなたたちも大変みたいだから。
I got to see his mysterious laboratory, and it looks like you're all busy.
ひょっとしてあいつ怒ってたか？
Was she mad?
ええ、とても怒ってたわ。連絡しても出ないって。
Yeah, she was really ticked off. She says you're not picking up her calls.
Yes, Queen, we know, but Daru and Suzuha are like, this is our lab. That's exactly what I expected. Yeah.
え？何それ何の話？
What? What are you talking about?
別に浮いた話じゃないからいちいち反応するなって。
Nothing involving romance. Cool it, man.
岡部さん、やっぱり辛いの？だったらテスターやめてもらっても。
Is this really bothering you after all, Okabe? If you want to stop being a tester, you can.
あ、いや、そういうわけじゃないんだ。ただ
No, that's not it. It's just... I hated how I was starting to feel dependent on her.
また気が向いた時にでも話してあげて。あの子も寂しがってるわ。
Talk to her sometime, if you ever feel like it. She's lonely.
わかった。
Okay. The word lonely made my heart ache a little. But even so, I still didn't talk to Makise that day. Several days had passed since Moeka had given her report. I checked last night and evidently there was nothing new to say. She had her deadlines for her magazine, she said. I couldn't spend a lot of time on it. That other group of people who were searching for Kagari Shina concerned me, but I couldn't ask her to prioritize it over her own work. Bloody hell, Snowbaby, you've got your PS Plus subscription until 2024? How have you managed that? Have you just, like, bought it every time it's gone on offer or something? That's amazing. There are some rumours that PS Now is going to have some changes that might make it more value for money as well. I've heard some rumours, but they're only rumours. Not to be believed just yet. We're not in the world of Persona 2.
マユシーはとっても残念なのです。
Mayushi is very disappointed.
もしかしてクリスマスパーティーの話か？
Is this about the Christmas party?
楓さんと吹雪ちゃん、用ができちゃったって。
Yep. Kaede and Fubuki are both busy.
フェリスちゃんはお仕事で、ナエちゃんも店長さんと過ごすことになってて。
And Ferris is at work, and Nai's going to spend it with her dad.
ダル君はユキさんと遊びに行くんだって。
And Darius says he's going to have fun with Yuki.
Yeah, Queen, it would indeed be quite interesting. I'd be interested to see what they do with it, because I've heard a few different rumours. Everything from opening up the PS3 PSN store for lost games to finally be available on the platform, to full backwards compatibility, but no one knows exactly what it is. And that's something I'll bear in mind. If I see a decent offer for PS Plus again, I'll take advantage of that myself.
結構なことじゃないか。
That's a good thing, isn't it? I'd heard that Suzuha had gone through a lot of work to set that up. She was always complaining that Daru wasn't making his intentions clear with Yuki. From Suzuha's perspective, her own existence was at stake. Even if it was already fated to happen, something still might interrupt it. More than anything, She probably wanted to see her mom and dad getting along in this peaceful world. If something came out of this, it will probably make her feel better.
マイレもクリスマスは家で過ごした方がいいんじゃないのか？この前、おじさんがケーキを予約してたぞ。
You sure you don't want to spend Christmas with your family? Your father was reserving a cake.
お父さんに会ったの？
You met my dad?
And I agree, Queen, yeah, but it looks like this is going to be a very different experience. So we might not see the surprise attack on Suzuha.
家の近くでばったりな。マユリをびっくりさせるために、大きいのを予約するんだって張り切ってた。
I ran into him near my house. He was all excited because he was reserving a cake. A big cake to surprise you.
そっか。じゃあその方がいいね。
I see. Then maybe I should do that.
あ、言っとくが、今のは聞かなかったことにしてくれ。せっかくのおじさんのサプライズだからな。
Oh, but don't let him know I told you. It's supposed to be a surprise. When you pop the balloon, Okabe, you can't really reinflate it. I've tried. It doesn't work.
わかったよ。でもオカリンはどうするの？クリスマス。
Yeah, okay. But what are you going to do for Christmas?
特に予定はないかな。うちはもともとそういうことする家でもないし。
I guess I don't have any plans. My family never did stuff like that. The guys at school were having a men-only drinking party, but I hadn't been invited. Wow, it's Christmas Day and you're gonna go to someone's dive house and start drinking beer. I've never done that on Christmas. Done it on Boxing Day. Done it on New Year, but I've not done it on Christmas. I kept telling them she wasn't, but they insisted on thinking that Miyuri was my girlfriend. Some of them had it out for me because of that.
確かサンタさんにプレゼントが欲しいって言ったら朝枕元にお野菜が置いてあったんだよね。
Didn't you say that one year you asked Santa for a present, and the next day you found vegetables under your pillow?
I've heard of unusual gifts, but waking up to find potatoes and carrots under your pillow sounds like a bad prank from the Rudolph feeding, doesn't it? It's still cool, but at the same time, you wake up and you'd be like, what? Who put that there and why?
どう見ても前の日の売れ残りのな。クレームをつけたら、うちはキリスト教じゃねえって逆ギレされた。
Yeah, and when it was obviously stuff left over from the day before. When I went to complain, my dad yelled at me and told me we weren't Christians anyway. Thing is, Christmas is technically a pagan holiday. Yes, I know, I'm that guy. How long have you watched my streams for? Oh, no, that sounds cool. You're just beating a 2D Metroidvania called Blasphemous. Never heard of that one, but I still love playing the likes of Symphony of the Night, and I need at some point to play the Shin Megami Tensei Metroidvania called Shin Megami Tensei Synchronicity Prologue. I've got it on my computer, I've even figured out how to capture footage of it. I've just not scheduled it in. Honestly, I'm amazed I actually grew up alright. Well, you could call how I ended up alright.
クリスマスが終わったらお見間があって、そしたらもうお正月。1年あっという間だね。
Once Christmas is done, there's Kamimar, and then New Year's. The year just flies by.
そうだな。
You're right. It hadn't flown by for me at all. I'd gone through the same span of days again and again. For me, the year had been unimaginably long.
そうだ。ねえオカリン、クリスマスパーティーはできないけど、お正月パーティーをするのはどうかな。
Oh, I know. Hey, Okabe, since we can't have a Christmas party, how about we have a New Year's party?
みんなで初詣に行って、それからおせち料理を食べて、今年もよろしくって言って、
We could all go visit the shrine and eat osachi. And say Happy New Year's.
Ah, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Yeah, I've heard that's a brilliant game, Snow. I've heard that's absolutely awesome. Crowdfunded via Kickstarter, absolutely smashed its goals. But unlike the likes of Mighty Number 9 and Shenmue 3, it lived up to what it promised. And apparently it's very, very good.
ああ、いいんじゃないか。
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
だよねだよね。じゃあ後でみんなに聞いてみるね。
Right? Okay, then I'll ask everybody later.
Mayuri stood up to go.
さてマユシーはこれからお買い物に行ってきます。
Okay, Mayushi's about to go shopping.
買い物？
Shopping?
ふぶきちゃん用のコスでね、急に小物が必要になっちゃって。
Yep, I need some props for Fubuki's cosplay.
そうか。気をつけて行ってこいよ。
I see. Take care.
Okay.
そうだオカリン、ルカ君がね、オカリンに何か相談があるみたいなの。
Oh, right. Okabe, Lukaku wanted to talk to you about something.
あ、
Oh, yes, because you blew off Lukako's call because you were talking to Moeka. Yeah, Okabe chose Moeka over Lukako. Failed. That's right, Lukako had called me. After that, Moeka had come, and so much had happened that I'd forgotten. Knowing Lukako, since I told him I'd call him back, he'd probably been waiting for me this whole time.
わかった。こっちから連絡を取ってみる。
Got it. I'll get in touch with him.
お願いね。
Okay, thanks.
You see, Lukako with Ocarine here is actually what it was like for most of my confidants when I was playing Persona 5 Royal. How long did I keep Yusuke waiting in my playthrough? So long I didn't even finish his confidant. And I had the extra semester in Royal to do it and I still didn't succeed. What does that tell you?
じゃあ行ってきまーす。
Bye bye.
Mayuri put on her coat, waved, and went out the door. Alright, I should get in touch with Lukako. Just gonna do a quick manual save. And you say it wasn't intentional, and it absolutely wasn't. Kind of like me with Yusuke, same thing. Go on then, let's try and call Lukako.
ルカ子のやつ出ないな。
Lukako isn't picking up. Well, it only rang twice when he'd said that he's not picking up. Oh well. I'd have to send him a line. I typed in my message and sent it. And then I waited a while for a response to come back. But there was no sign of him even reading the line message. Was he busy with something? You know, whatever's going on at the shrine with his guests. I'm just stabbing in the dark here. For a moment, I thought of going to the shrine to see, but if he was busy, I didn't want to bother him. He'd contact me when he had the time. Just when I was thinking about that, I heard footsteps coming up the stairs outside the lab. It didn't sound like Daru. That sounds like Moeka with those clipping shoes. Daru's footsteps were a lot heavier.
どうぞ。
Come in. Oh, it's
こんにち
Lukako.
は。
Hello.
ルカ子。
Lukako.
よかった。岡部さん、ここにいてくれて。
Good. Okabe, I'm glad you're here.
It was Lukako. The boy I'd just been trying to get a hold of.
すまない。この前の件すっかり忘れてたんだ。それでさっき電話したんだが。
Sorry, I totally forgot. So I just called you.
本当だ。ごめんなさい。僕の方こそ気づかなくて。
Huh? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't notice either.
All of a sudden, Lukaku's blushing. You've been ignored for 3 days. You've got the right to ignore his call back. I'm just saying. He looked guilty, as if he'd done something wrong.
いや、別にいいよ。それより寒いだろ。入ってくれ。
No, it's fine. Anyway, you've got to be cold. Come in.
はい。
Oh, sure.
But he hesitated, seemingly distracted by something behind him.
岡部さん、相談の件なんですけど。
So, Okabe, I was going to talk to you about something.
実は、その前に会ってもらいたい人がいて、連れてきたんですけど、いいですか?
No worries, Queen. You enjoy the rest of your shift as best you can, and hopefully I'll catch up with you later. And yeah, as you say, chaotic. Lukaku's one of those extremely polite, apologetic people.
But first, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Is that okay?
Is he a close contact of Kagari, I wonder? Because there's not many people that Lukaku would know that he'd want to introduce Okabe to.
会ってもらいたい人?
Someone you'd like me to meet?
Well...
Lukaku moved slightly to the side, and a girl appeared behind him.
はじめまして。
Hello?
What? Impossible! The girl there was...
クリス。
Kurisu. Nope, that is Kagari. Can tell by the fringe cut. But it would suggest that when I said is that Kagari's daughter, not Kagari's daughter, is that Makise's daughter, perhaps I was right.
よろしくお願いします。
Nice to meet you.
どうぞ。
Ah, she's even got the same kind of arm hold move that you sometimes saw Makise use. Come in.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
I offered her a cup of tea I poured out of a plastic bottle, and she thanked me in a voice that was almost impossible to hear. For my part, it was all I could do to keep the hand holding the cup from trembling. I took another good look at the girl sitting across from me.
似てる。
She looks just like her. Not like Lukaku. The girl in front of me looked just like Makise Kurisu. And she's creeped out because why wouldn't she be? Her brown air. Her unconcerned expression. Right now there was no sign of her strong-willed nature, but other than that, they were identical. When I first seen her, my heart felt like it was going to stop. But on closer inspection, some parts were different. Like... Why? Just why? Why, oh, fucking why? Not reading that out. Moving on!
Huh?
Was she about our age? She looked older than Lukaku. I knew Lukaku had a sister. Could this be her? No. No, it can't. She had a quiet air about her that seemed similar to Lukaku. But I thought I remembered hearing that Lukaku's sister was actually quite cheerful.
岡部さん
Okabe?
いや、それでルカ子は。
Oh, nothing. So, Lukaku.
ルカ子
Lukako?
ああ、失礼。俺はそう呼んでるんです。その女の子みたいだから。
Oh. There are times where explaining a nickname is a bad idea. The first time you meet someone saying their friend looks like something... Yeah, that's not a good move. Oh, excuse me. That's just what I call him. Since, you know, he looks like a girl. I just realised that it was a pretty rude nickname. You finally caught up, Okabe. You finally got the memo. But it was a habit now, and there was no changing it. For I am Heren Kiyoma, the mad scientist of chaos, and I do not change course no matter what. Oh wait, he's not back yet, is he?
そうなんですね
I see.
Her expression softened just a little. She really did look just like her. I took a shallow breath and forced myself to relax.
で、ルカ子はこの人は。
So, Lukaku, who is this?
その前に話したことがありましたよねお父さんのお客さんが泊まってるって
Well, remember how I told you my dad had a visitor staying?
ああ、聞いたけど。それじゃもしかして彼女が？
Yeah, you told me. Is this her?
はい
Yes.
That was a
ル
surprise.
カ子の父親の知り合いというから、てっきりもっと年配の人かと思っていた。
I thought a friend of your father's would be older.
違うんです正確に言うとお父さんの知人が連れてこられた方で
Oh, no. More precisely, someone my dad knows brought her.
おお。
Oh. So this wasn't the person who he was talking about, Harumi. That made me feel a little better.
それで相談というのはこの人についてなんですけど
I caught it before it went cold. Just about, but I caught it.
So, I wanted to talk to you about her.
その前に名前を教えてもらってもいいかな。いつまでもこの人じゃ話しにくいだろ。
Before that, can you tell me your name? It's hard to just keep saying her. Her face clouded. Did I say something wrong?
実は相談というのはそのことなんです
No. I'm hoping the game's not going where I think it's going, but let's see.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
この人が誰なのかをその知るにはどうしたらいいでしょうか
Well, how can we find out who this girl is?
It took a moment before I understood what he'd said.
待ってくれ、ルカ子。それはどういう。
Wait a second, Lukaku. What do you mean?
記憶喪失なんだそうです
She's got amnesia, she says.
記憶喪失？
Amnesia. Yep, the game did go where I didn't want it to go. Straight to the amnesia trope. At least it makes sense when you think about it because you're crossing different world lines and everything's changing. And also there was the fact that her brain seemed to fry before she took the gun on Suzuha. So at least there's enough ground to explain it. But I'm still not a fan of amnesia as a storytelling trope. It happens far too often. And I was about to spoil the series then, but I stopped myself at the last second. So, moving on.
はい。
That's right.
それじゃあ名前も
Then she doesn't even remember her name.
はい。
That's right.
どこの誰かも
Or who she is.
はい。
That's right.
どうして
Why?
わかりません。
I don't know.
Of course not. If she knew, she wouldn't have amnesia.
でもどうして俺に
But why come to me?
岡部さんなら記憶を取り戻すいい方法を知っているんじゃないかと思って。
I thought you might know of a good way to bring back someone's memories.
It'd be so helpful if we could contact someone who knew anything about brain science. Sure, I met someone who did that once. Apologies, I've just heard all the fireworks going off. Why the fuck are fireworks going off in December? Who the fuck does that? I thought someone was trying to break into my house for a second.
ほら、岡部さん、よく人間の脳とか記憶とかすごく難しい話をたくさんしてたから。
You talk about memories and the brain and all that complicated stuff all the time.
何でもいいんです。私が自分のことを取り戻せる方法があれば。
Anything you can do to help bring me back my memories would be wonderful.
待ってくれ確かにそういう話はしていたがそれはただ興味があるだけで専門的なことは何も
Wait, sure, I talked about that stuff a lot, but I'm just an interested amateur. I don't know anything special. I knew how the brain worked, how it was laid out. And I knew what amnesia was. But bringing back someone's memories was a different matter. Even the latest medical technology would be useless. Unless, of course, you had your memories stored on a system like Amadeus.
そうですか。
Oh, don't do it, game. Don't do an ending where you can download Amadeus into Kagure and have that as an ending route. Don't you fucking dare! If that's one of the endings, I will be fucking furious.
I see.
The girl was visibly disappointed.
だったら何か身元を調べることはできないでしょうか。かなさん、本当に辛そうで。
Is there some way you can find out who she is? Kana seems to be suffering so much.
カナさん
Kana?
仮の名前だからカナとルカさんのお父さんが名前がないと不便だからって。
Luca's father gave me that name. He said I needed a name. He says it means temporary.
Now, why not call a placeholder while you're at it? Come on. You could have chose a better word than that.
ずいぶん安直だな
Oh, God, and Okabe agrees with me. We really are at the end of the world here, people, now. Okabe's agreeing. I'm agreeing with Okabe. What's going on? It doesn't sound like a lot of thought went into that. Is that okay?
いつまでも名乗る名前でないのだからそれくらいの方がいいと。
He said since I wasn't going to be using it forever, it would be better this way.
I couldn't tell if that was deep or not.
岡部さん、なんとかならないでしょうか。せめて名前だけでもわかれば。
Okabe, is there anything you could do? If we could at least figure out her name.
なんとか力になってはやりたいがやっぱり更新所なんかに頼んだ方がいいんじゃないのか
I'd love to help, but wouldn't it be faster to go to a private investigator?
更新所、探偵さんみたいなものですか？
A private investigator? Like a detective agency?
ああでもそれだって 何か手がかりのようなものがないと厳しいだろう。
Yeah, but even that's going to be rough with nothing to go on at all.
財布とかカバンとか持ってなかったのか？
You didn't have a wallet or a bag or anything.
そういったものは何も。
No, nothing.
何も？別に大したものじゃなくてもいい。一つくらいありそうなものだけど。
Nothing. Not necessarily something big. I'd imagine there has to be at least one thing. Kind of like a keepsake keychain, maybe?
一つだけ。ただこれが手がかりになるのかどうかは。
There is one thing, but I don't know if it'll help.
She slowly took out a handkerchief, as if it was something that was very important to her. Whatever was inside must have been the one thing she was carrying.
見せてもらっても？
May I see?
はい。
Yes.
もしかしてお客さんかな？
Huh? Do we have visitors?
Almost at the exact same time Akana opened the handkerchief, I heard Mayuri's soft voice from the hall. Evidently she was back from shopping. And Suzuhara's with her. Suzuhara was behind her too. That was a rare combination. Had they run into each other on the way?
まゆりちゃん。
Oh, Mayuri.
あー、ルカくん。
Oh, it's Luca.
ルカ兄さん、そちらの人は？
Brother Luca, who is this?
Come on. Okabe's not seen her. Mayoshi's not seen her, but there's no way a soldier from the battlefield would not piece two and two together just looking right now. Absolutely no chance.
うちに泊まっているお客さんで。
She's a guest who's staying with my family.
Kana bowed her head a little.
Wow!
For some reason, Miyuri gave a happy little sigh as she looked at the handkerchief in Kana's hands.
それ、ウーパですよね。
That's an Oopa, right? Huh?
Inside of the white handkerchief was a faded Upa keychain.
好きなんですか？マユシーもね、ウーパのこと大好きなのです。
Do you like Oopa? Mayushi loves him too.
もしかして手がかりというのはそれか？
Is this your clue? It was an old Upa keychain. Was that really a clue? Wow, Okabe, you got the memory of a sieve. You'd know that's new out, so it shouldn't be that old.
でも、このウーパ、いつ頃のものかな？ずいぶん古いみたいだけど。
But how old is this? It looks pretty old.
It really did, come to think of it. Upa was a character from the Rainet Kakeru anime. Upa products had only been around for a few years now, but the one I was looking at was very old.
これ、もともとは緑色だったんじゃないかな。だってこれ、森の妖精さんバージョンだもん。
This was probably green to start with. It's the Forest Fairy version.
森の妖精さん？
Forest Fairy?
この前やってた映画に出てきたんだ。あ、ほら、マユシーも持ってるんだけど、ここのところのデザインがちょっとだけ違うの。
Yep, it was in the movie that just came out. Mayushi's got one too, see? But the design's a little different.
Yeah, chaotic ... How are they not seeing this? I couldn't see any difference at all.
このキーホルダーね、なかなか売ってなくて、ずーっと探してたんだ。そしたらこの前、ルカくんが見つけて買ってきてくれたの。ね。
when I've loaded this save, did the scene at the at Tokyo Hands not happen? Because that's where she got it, didn't she? Or maybe I'm misremembering one of the old routes I took.
This keychain's really hard to find, so I was looking everywhere for it. And then Luca found it and bought it for me a while ago. Remember?
たまたまお店を覗いたら売ってたから。
Yeah, I just happened to see it on sale.
しかし妙だな。この前の映画のグッズなら発売してすぐのはずだ。こんなに古くは。
That's strange, though. If it's from a new movie, it can't have been on sale that long, and yet it's so old. Huh? Only then did I realize how pale Kanna's face was.
大丈夫ですか、カナさん。
Are you okay, Kana-san?
具合が悪いのか？
Are you not feeling well?
大丈夫。
I'm fine.
Kanna tried to stand up and almost fell forward. Lukaku quickly grabbed her.
そうだ。何か冷たいものを。
I know, I'll get you something cold. I went to get a bottle out of the fridge when I noticed that Suzuha was staring at Kanna in shock.
鈴葉？
Suzuha?
そう。
This is impossible.
Huh? Strangely, Kanna wasn't the only one who was shaking a little. Suzuha was too.
嘘。それ、そのウーパー。
No, that Upa.
どうしたんだ、鈴葉？
What's wrong, Suzuha? Chaotic, that's exactly what seems to be getting at, doesn't it? And it also suggests that she's not abroad. So I'm now very intrigued as to what I've actually gone through. This is interesting.
私は知ってる。そのウーパー、それ。
I know that Upa. It's... Huh? Huh?
おい、鈴葉。
Hey, Suzuha! Right, I was back fine, then it flashed red again. It's not done this for a long time, but it was doing it during the Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne streams at certain points. So, I hate to do this, but I'm going to leave it for a couple of seconds. I'm going to leave it for about another 30 seconds, just to make absolutely sure that we're going to be carrying on. I don't know why it does it, because I've got maximum internet, so it's something to do with the connection, and I don't know what it is. Because it's run pretty smooth for a long time. We'll carry on. I'll carry on doing the line reads.
Are you...
Well, I would do if I realised I'd not clicked back into the game like an idiot.
Kagari? What?
お前はカガリ？シーナ・カガリなのか？
Are you Kagari? Are you Sheena Kagari?
Kanna's eyes went wide. And she slowly collapsed to the floor. And that is the end of that chapter. And we go into the orbital eclipse. So now we're going to go into a new save.
Uh, どうだ？少しは落ち着いたか？
Well, calm down a bit. Yeah, exactly. Maybe the future Doctor knew less about the time travel. It's quite possible. Exactly, Chaotic. We got to see what happens.
はい。おかげさまで。
Yes, thank you.
Kana had passed out after hearing the name Shina Kagari from Suzuha, but with help from Lukako and the girls, she woke up 10 minutes later. But she still didn't look very good.
ルカ子、それにマユリ、すまないが、何か冷たいものを買ってきてくれないか？
Lukako and Mayuri, sorry, can you go buy something cold to drink?
Huh?
それから、額に貼る冷却シートのようなものもあると嬉しい。
And some of those cooling sheets that you put on your forehead would be nice too. I felt bad for Lukako, but I probably didn't want either of them hearing what we were about to discuss.
わかった。行こう、ルカくん。
Yep, okay. Let's go, Luca.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. It's like Chaotic. It's one of the few time travel stories where you do actually kind of be able to piece the different stories together. You don't quite get the same sense of paradox. I often find that with time travel media, it gets so convoluted and confusing that it's impossible to follow.
Oh, yeah.
Lukaku seemed interested in hearing about what was going on, but still, he went along with Mayuri. What happened next was the problem.
カナさん、
Kana.
かがり、お前、今までどこで何をしていた？
Kagari, where have you been and what have you been doing? What?
Suzuha opened her mouth the second Mayuri and Lukaku left. Her words were sharp as a knife blade, and Kana looked terrified. I am indeed going to be home with my family on Christmas Day, Snowbeaver, that's right. I'm going to be spending it with my mother and my siblings. I am going to do a test tomorrow morning just to make sure that I'm free of the virus, but so far I've not shown any signs I have it. So I'm hoping that I don't have to end up sitting here alone. So it's all dependent on what the cassette says, and that'll be something I'll check tomorrow. What plans have you got?
一体、どういうつもりであの時？
What the hell were you thinking when you...
待て、鈴葉。彼女は記憶を失ってる。
Wait, Suzuha. She's lost her memories.
なんだって？
What did you say?
I explained what had brought Kana here, and there's a line message from someone. Oh, it's from Ferris.
I'm about to reveal important secrets to you, Nia.
I can either go with the just bruh, oh yeah, or blush. I'm gonna go all into the table. I'm gonna say, ooh yeah. Yeah, as you say, Kotak, I'm not a fan of amnesia either. I find it a very overused trope.
Uncle's getting excited, Nia.
Of course, secrets are always exciting.
You know it, Nia.
So, what's the secret?
Darren Yan and Yuki Yan went on a date.
Ooh. I love the scissor half for real. That's amazing. I love that. Oh, bro, amazing. And awesome, Snow. Yeah, it sounds like great plans to me. Make sure you enjoy them. And Snow, I really don't want to think about that, because unfortunately people are going through that situation at the moment, and my heart goes out to them, because everyone's had their sights on that normality for that one day, and to have it pulled away like that, I wouldn't wish it upon anybody.
記憶喪失。それじゃ、どこで何をしていたかも。
Amnesia. Then she doesn't even know where she's been.
ああ。でも、その前に確かめなければならないことがある。
Yeah, but there's something we need to find out first. whether or not she was really Shina Kagari.
カナさん、
Kana.
はい。
Oh, yes?
さっきしていた話は覚えてるか？
Do you remember what we were just talking about?
はい。
Yes.
どうする？続きはもう少し回復してからにするか？
What do you want to do? Should we wait for you to recover a little more before we continue?
いえ、大丈夫です。
No, I'm fine.
She was clutching her upa so hard that her fingertips had gone white. But there was a light in her eyes as she looked up at Suzuha.
じゃあ、さっきの話を続けよう。鈴葉、お前が彼女をかがりだというその根拠は何だ？
Okay, let's get back to it. Suzuha, what makes you say that this is Kagari?
そのウーパだよ。それはかがりが肌身離さず持ってたものなんだ。ママにもらったんだって、お守りだってずっと大事にしてた。
That Upa. Kagari never let go of it. She said it was a present from her mom that would keep her safe.
Not really, Snow, to be fair. They're far enough away that I need to get a ride there or walk for about 4 hours. Yes, I said 4 hours. But they're close enough for a relatively short drive. So they technically could still rock up on my driveway and we could say hi to each other from the windows. But who would want to do that? You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to put my family through that. Kana slowly opened her hand. The tiny old Upa was staring up at us with a silly look on its face. A present from her mom. A present from Mayuri.
カナさんはそのウーパだけが自分が持っていたものだって言っていたが、
Kana said that Upa was the one thing that she had with her.
はい。記憶をなくして倒れていた私がただ一つ手にしていたのがこのキーホルダーだったそうです。
That's right. I woke up without my memories, and the only thing I had was this keychain.
倒れていた？
Woke up.
はい。
Yes.
どのあたりで倒れていたんだ？
Woke up where?
千葉の参道です。県境あたりの。
A mountain path in Chiba, near the prefecture's border.
近くのお寺の住職さんが偶然通りかかって見つけてもらったそうで。
The priest of a nearby temple happened to be passing by, and he found me lying on the ground.
その後しばらくはその方のお寺でお世話になっていたんです。
I stayed there for a while.
ですが、お寺は修行の場でもあるので、長く女性を置いておくこともできないと。
But they said the temple was a place of spiritual training, and they couldn't let a girl stay there for very long.
You've gotta love traditions. You've gotta love how stupid they are.
それでルカ子の家にというわけか。
So they sent you to Lukako's place.
はい。その住職さん、ルカ君のことを女の子だって思っていて。
Yes. The priest thought that Luka was a girl.
それで、年の近い女の子のいる家なら、私にとってもいいだろうって。
So they thought it would be good to send me to a home with a girl my age.
Yeah, but you're older than Luka. From what we were talking about earlier, because she was 10, wasn't she, when she disappeared in 1998? So therefore, she'd be what? 21, 22? And Luka's not that old, I'm sure of it.
盲点だった。まさかこんな近くにいたなんて。
I never thought of that. If only I'd known you were so close.
The guest that Lukaku had mentioned a few days ago was probably that priest. No, Snowbaver, I haven't, because I've always had too much going on to go that far. But at some point I will do, because it's quite nice. Some nice scenery. Which means that Kana... No, Shina Kagari, had been there the whole time. We'd been searching blindly for her, without any idea. And she'd been there the whole time. If only I'd taken Lukaku's call, we wouldn't have had to go through all this.
それでカナさん、君はカガリという名を聞いて何か思い出すことはないか？
So Kana, did you remember anything when you heard the name Kagari?
正直を言うとよくわかりません。ただすごく懐かしい感じがします。
To be honest, I don't know, but it feels like I've heard it before.
それに
And
Kana's words cut off as she looked at Suzuha.
その先ほどの方、
that girl from before.
まゆ姉さんのこと？
You mean Big Sis Mayu?
まゆ姉さん。
Big Sis Mayu?
あの子は椎名真由里というんだ。
That's Shina Mayuri.
まゆりさん。あの方を見たとき、なぜだかすごく温かい気持ちになりました。
Mayuri. Somehow, when I saw her, I felt very warm.
Even if she was Shina Kagari, she would only have known Mayuri after she'd grown up. But her appearance can't have changed that much, which meant that it would make sense that seeing her would stir some feelings within Kagari.
ねえ、それもう一度見せてもらってもいい？
Hey, can I see that again?
はい。
Oh, sure.
Kagari handed over the old upa over to Kana.
やっぱりこれかがりが持ってたものだよ。
Yeah, this is definitely Kagari's.
では、私はその椎名かがりという名前だったんでしょうか。
Then does that mean I'm this Shina Kagari girl?
そうだな。まだ確証があるわけじゃないが、そう考えるのが妥当だと思う。
I think so. We can't be sure yet, but that would make sense.
いや、間違いない。彼女はかがりだ。そのキーホルダーが何よりの証拠だよ。まゆ姉さんがかがりにあげたものなんだから。
No, I'm sure of it. This is Kagari. The keychain is proof of it. Big Sis Mayu gave this to Kagari.
でもよりによって記憶喪失だなんて。
But how could you have amnesia of all things? I mean, she may be best girl and all that, but amnesia can unfortunately happen to anyone. It's not something you just catch, it just can happen. She could have had an injury, she could have had surgery, it could be a bypass of the brainwashing, there's so many reasons. The keychain probably did belong to Kagari. But she also could have been gifted it by Shina Kagari. Or she could have picked it up off the ground. Of course, Suzuha said the keychain was very important to Kagari. It was unlikely that she'd drop it, or give it to someone. Which meant... Then the door opened, and Mayuri poked her head through to see what was going on.
大丈夫ですか？
Is everything okay?
ああ、悪かったな。わざわざ。
Oh, sorry. Thanks for getting that.
Not at all.
The drinks and cooling sheets were taken out of their plastic bags and put onto the desk.
それで、その...
So,
Lukaku waited a moment for her to take a sip of the drinks he brought, and then spoke with a quavering voice.
かなさんは、その、あまねさんの知り合いの、かがりさんという方だったんでしょうか。
so, is Kana this Kagari girl that Amane was looking for?
そうだな。そう考えるのが妥当だと思う。
Yeah, that's probably the case.
そうですか。よかったです。名前だけでも分かって。
I'm so glad. Now you at least know your name.
ルカ君。
Luca.
Kana, that is Kagari, smiled gently when she saw how relieved Lukaku was.
でもそれならあまねさんはかがりさんの本当のお家を知っているんでしょうか？
Oh, but then, do you know where her real family is?
いや、それは。
Huh? No, that's...
鈴葉はかがりさんと子供の頃ご近所だったそうだ。でも12年前に引っ越してしまって、それからの行方がわからなかったらしい。そうだな。
Suzuha was Kagari's neighbor when they were kids, but she moved 12 years ago and hasn't been able to find her since. Isn't that right? Ah, well, you've been more plausible than once in the past there, Okabe, I'll give you.
だってオカリンおじさんに相談してたんだよ。
That's right. And all of a sudden, I really started missing her. So I came to Uncle Okarin for help.
そういうわけだ。だから鈴葉にもかがりさんの家族のことやどこに住んでいたのかはわからないらしい。
So that's the situation. Which means that Suzuha doesn't know anything about Kagari's family or where she lived.
そうなんですか。
I see.
That was the only answer I could come up with. If we told Kagari that she was a time traveler from the year 2036 who'd come here 12 years ago, it would only confuse her. I think it would do more than confuse her. I think she'd be on the phone going, "Hey, the nut jobs, I found them!" And she would probably be correct to do that.
あとは彼女が記憶を取り戻してくれれば何がどうなっていたのか全てわかるはずなんだが。
Now, if only we could get her memories back, we could know exactly what happened. She'd learned her name and met both Suzuha and Mayuri. Mayuri's presence alone had to be a big deal.
かがりさん？
Kagari?
はい。
Yes?
かがりさんの上のお名前はなんていうのかな。さっきはよく聞こえなくて、だからよかったら教えてほしいな。
What's your last name? I didn't hear it before, so I'd like to learn it.
Oh, is this where the shit hits the fan? Let's see. Meanwhile, Aristocrat Jack jumping in saying, "Well, to wish us all a Merry Christmas, thank you very much, but you're heading straight off to bed." I don't blame you, it's been one of those days, hasn't it? But you have a great night, mate, and have a wonderful Christmas. I will be back on stream before the new year, so we don't have to give that greeting just yet. Well, you have a wonderful Christmas, mate, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
その岡部さんたちのお話だとシーナと。
Oh, here we go.
Well, they say that it's... Sheena.
じゃあマユシーと一緒だ。マユシーもね、シーナっていうの。シーナマユリ。
Wow, then you've got the same last name as Mayushi. Mayushi's last name is Sheena. Sheena Mayuri.
シーナマユリさん。
Sheena Mayuri?
嬉しいな。マユシー、同じ名字の人に会ったの初めてだよ。
Yeah, that makes me happy. I've never met anybody with the same name as me.
Which is actually very unusual for Japan. A lot of these family names are very, very common. The likes of Tanaka, Yamada, the likes of Suzuki. They're all very common. It's unusual to find like a family name in Japan that is not shared elsewhere, unless you're of like a foreign, you know, if you got a foreign family name, 'cause you're married into a foreign family.
そうなんですか。
I see.
だからこれからよろしくお願いします。
Yep, so I'm really glad to meet you.
はい、こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
Yes, nice to meet you too.
Mayuri was using her natural cheerfulness to try and open up to Kagari. If it worked, maybe she could bring back her memories. Oh, just seen another stutter. Just caught it at the corner of my vision. Don't know if it's come back yet. Don't know why I'm having such connectivity issues tonight. I've no idea.
ルカ君から聞いたんだけど、かがりさんは記憶喪失なの？
Luca told me you've got amnesia. Is that true?
はい。
Yes.
それって自分が誰かも忘れちゃうってことなんだよね。
That means you don't know who you are, doesn't it?
はい。
Yes.
そっか。きっと辛いこといっぱいだよね。
I see. That has to be really tough, huh?
だって自分の大好きな人のことも忘れちゃうんでしょ？それってすごく悲しいことだってマユシーは思うのです。
Because that means you forgot about the people you love, right? Mayushi thinks that's really, really sad.
だからね、うまく言えないけど、マユシーもお手伝いするから頑張ろうね。
So, I don't really know how to say this, but Mayushi will help too. So let's do our best, okay?
Miyuri smiled. I could see Kagari's eyes well up with tears.
急にどうしちゃったのかな。マユシー、何か変なこと言っちゃったかな。
What's wrong? Did Mayushi say something weird?
そうじゃないんです。ただまゆりさんの言葉を聞いてなんだか嬉しくって。
No, that's not it. Just hearing you say that made me so happy for some reason.
マユシーだけじゃなく、オカリンもスズさんもルカ君もみんな同じ気持ちだよ。
And it's not just Mayushi. Ocarine, Suzu, and Luca all feel the same way.
もちろんです。僕もできることがあれば何でもしますから。
Yes, of course. I'll do anything I can.
ありがとうございます。ルカ君、まゆりさん。
Thank you, Luca, Mayuri.
I could leave Kagari to Miyuri and Lukaku, and she'd be just fine. The question was what to do now.
ルカ子、頼みがあるんだが。
Lukaku, can you do me a favor?
なんでしょう。
What is it?
かがりさんはもう少しお前の家に置いてもらってもいいだろうか。
Can Kagari stay at your place a little while longer?
Huh?
その間に俺たちは彼女が今までどうしていたのかを調べようと思う。
In the meantime, we'll try to figure out what she's been doing until now.
はい、もちろんうちは構いません。
Of course. I don't mind.
鈴葉もそれでいいか。
Is that okay with you too, Suzuha?
わかった。
That's fine.
Suzuha probably wasn't completely happy with that, but she nodded anyway. Our first priority now was getting back Kaguri's memories.
それじゃあルカ君のお家に行けばかがりさんに会えるんだね。マユシーも遊びに行っていい？
Then I can see you if I go to Luca's place, right? Can Mayushi come over to play?
もちろんだよ。ね、かがりさん。
Of course. Right, Kagari?
はい。
Right.
And we've seen that expression before, haven't we, if you played the OG Steins Gate? That's a very familiar expression. Incredibly familiar.
鈴葉もできるだけ顔を出してやってくれ。その方が記憶を取り戻すにはいいだろう。
Suzuha, you should probably try drop by as often as possible. That's probably the best way to get her memories back.
オーキードーキー。
Okie dokie.
ーティーができないから、今ね、お正月パーティーをしようかなって思ってるんだ。
Oh, right. If we're not having a Christmas party, I'd like to have a New Year's party.
かがりさんにも手伝ってもらえると嬉しいな。
Can you help too, Kagari? It would really make me happy.
いいんですか？私なんかが。
Huh? Can I?
もちろんだよ。ね、ルカくん。
Of course! Right, Luca?
一緒にパーティーしましょう。
Yeah, let's all have a party together.
Anytime you got three girls together, they just start chattering like birds. Are we gonna get the return of the ledgerer? But he's a guy line. Not quite, but not far off. The girls, although one of them was a guy, began to chatter away. I had my own work to do. First, I had to let Moeka know we'd found her. That's not a good idea, Okabe. Not a good idea. But the game's not letting me do it. We found Kagari Shina. Knowing Moeka, she'd respond almost immediately.
No way. Where?
The friend who works at the shrine was taking care of her. She was found on a mountain path near the Chiba border, but she's lost her memories from before then. Okabe, shut your mouth! How many times? Shut your mouth!
She was that close. Wow.
That's got my attention.
We've been looking for who's after her, but can't find any info. They must be a pretty big group.
It would be a big help if you could keep it up.
Okay.
That was all I needed to do for Moeka. But I was still interested in the group who'd been looking for Kagari. And I also wanted to know what she was doing lying on a mountain path. What was she doing out there? And with only an Upa? Could she have been running from someone?
ルカ子
Lukako, can I have a second?
はい。なんでしょう。
Yes? What is it?
かがりさんをなるべく神社の外に出さないでほしい。
Just seeing the red square return again on my software and it's gone green. I'm just watching the archive on my other screen. It seems to be... Let's keep going. Yeah, I think I've just had the stutter because I've had the error message crop up again. There's something going on with the internet tonight and I don't know what it is. I'd like you to try to keep Kagari from leaving the shrine as much as possible.
どうしてですか？
Huh? Why?
理由は聞かないでくれ。頼む。
Don't ask the reason, please.
はい。わかりました。岡部さんがそう言うなら。
Yes. Alright. If you say so, Okabe.
It couldn't hurt to be careful. If it was nothing, then that was fine. Once Kagari got her memories back, I'd know for sure. Nobody knew when that would be, though. The day after Lukako took Kagari to the lab, I took Miyuri to Yanabayashi Shrine for an Akihabara that was filled with the Christmas spirit.
まゆりちゃん、それに岡部さんも。
Oh, Mayuri! And Okabe too!
Lukako was smiling. He'd seen us before we could say anything. His smile was far too cute to belong to a man. Once again, I was forced to doubt his real gender.
ルカくん、
Luca, Kagari, do-do-do.
てるです。
Do-do-do.
かがりさんすごい。
Wow, Kagari, you're amazing.
何がですか？
Huh? Why?
だってマユシーがトゥットゥルーって言っても最初はなかなかみんなトゥットゥルーって返してくれないよ。
Because even when Mayushi says toot-to-doo, no one ever says toot-to-doo back at first.
初めて会った相手にそれが挨拶なのだと理解しろというのも酷な話だな。
It's hard for someone who's only just met you to understand that it's a greeting. Wouldn't that get really annoying if, like, you know, you're walking into an office room and you go, "Morning, everyone," "Doo-doo-doo," and then they're all saying it back to you? That would be the most annoying thing in the world. Don't make it a thing, people. Do not make it a thing.
だからみんな何それっていうのにかがりさんは普通に返してくれたのです。だからすごいなーって。
Yep, so everyone says, "What's that?" But you just said toot-to-doo right back, so I'm impressed.
And absolutely, Snow, yes I am. And it's actually a lot easier now. My mother, God bless her, has managed to find me, and I can't believe this is even a thing, vegan pigs in blankets. For those of you who don't know what they are, essentially sausages wrapped in bacon. Somehow, she's found vegan ones. I don't know what I've done to deserve something so awesome, but that's brilliant. I've also managed to find a delicious looking salted caramel Belgian chocolate Christmas cake. That's vegan. And it looks amazing. So I'm going to come home around about 7 kilos heavier than I am now, and I'm going to need to be at the gym a lot in January.
私は別になんとなくそうかなって。
I didn't. I just kind of thought I should, maybe.
Maybe Mayuri's strange greeting had embedded itself in some part of Kagari's mind. Which meant that even 5 years from now, Mayuri was still saying "Tootaroo"? Well, knowing Mayuri... Go on, who's messaging online then?
About Kagari.
Is there something bothering you?
I'm honestly a little relieved that Kagari lost her memories. I'm scared that they might come back. I'm sure she hates me.
But you still want them to come back, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Dwelling on the past won't help.
It just kind of bothers me. Sorry,
Don't tell anyone about this. Got it. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
あ、岡部さんもトゥットゥルーです。
Oh, Okabe. Toot-to-doo to you too.
どうも。
Thanks, I think. And check it out, it's Christmas Eve. So it's tomorrow's date in-game, people. I know we've already been here before, but still. I still didn't know how to deal with her. She'd been 10 years old when she was separated from Suzuha. If that was 12 years ago, she should be 22 now. That meant she was older than me, but she was also Mayuri's adopted daughter. That would make her like Suzuha, who was Daru's daughter. Suzuha was at least the same age as me and Daru, so I didn't need to worry about being polite to my elders, but...
あ、そうだ。今日はクリスマスイブだよ。メリークリスマス。
Oh, right. It's Christmas Eve today. Merry Christmas.
そういえばそうだったね。メリークリスマス。
You're right. Merry Christmas.
メリークリスマスです。
Merry Christmas.
Was it okay to celebrate Christmas at a shrine? That's an interesting theological question, isn't it? It's an interesting point. It does open a bit of a can of worms, that. Okabe's not wrong.
ところでそのかがりさん調子はどうかな
By the way, Kagari, how are you doing?
悪くはないです。でもまだ何も。
Not bad, but I still don't remember anything.
いや記憶に関しては無理して思い出そうとする必要はないよ時間が来れば戻るだろうそれくらいの気でいた方がいい
No, there's no need to force yourself to remember things. When the time comes, the memories will come back on their own. It's better to think of things that way.
わかりました。
I understand.
Of course, she probably wanted to remember them faster than that.
どうかしたか
Something wrong?
いえ、ルカ君もまゆりちゃんも、それに岡部さんもみんな優しいなって思って。
No, I was just thinking that Luca, Miyuri, and you, of course, are all really nice.
そんな俺は別に優しくなんてない
No, I'm not really nice.
照れなくてもいいのに。
You don't need to blush.
She'd been so depressed when we first met that this was probably the first time I'd seen her smile. Her smile was somehow childish, and she seemed a lot younger than I'd been told she was.
ごめんなさい。私たら急に慣れ慣れしい感じになっちゃって。
Oh, sorry. I shouldn't be so informal with someone I've just met.
いや構わないよこっちだってタメ口で喋ってるんだし
No, it's fine. I'm not very good at being polite either.
そうだよまゆしーもね普通に喋ってくれた方が嬉しいなだってその方がお友達って感じがするでしょ
That's right. Mayoshi would be happy if you just talk normally. That makes it feel like we're friends, right?
That's interesting, Steve. You say it's traditional to eat porridge before the main course of Christmas dinner where you're from. Over here, nope. What's traditional to eat before Christmas dinner over here? Not a lot, really. We just seem to have a very, very big Christmas dinner. That's usually the way it goes. It's interesting, actually, because today I was taking part in a Christmas quiz at work. Question for you all in the audience, right? This was the question. On average, how many calories are in a Christmas dinner? Question for you all to answer to the nearest whole figure, right? So to the nearest whole figure, how many calories are apparently on average in a Christmas dinner? I'm really curious because the answer may surprise you.
お友達。
Friends.
お友達
Yeah, friends.
ありがとう、まゆりちゃん。お友達か。
Thanks, Mayuri. Friends, huh?
Maybe this was how the future Mayuri became close to her as well. A war orphan. That's what Suzuha had said about Kagari. And all of that was... it was my fault, wasn't it? If I did what Suzuha wanted, would her life change? But for that to happen, I would have to once again...
岡部さん、大丈夫ですか？なんだか顔色がすぐれないみたいですけど。
Okabe, are you okay? You don't look so good.
No, Snowbeaver, that's my question. If I tell you the answer, I'm telling you the question in this quiz was, on average, how many calories are in a Christmas dinner? That's the question. It was a question for a point in a Christmas quiz at work today. So, as I say, do you know like they say that every day you should have so many thousand calories per day? The question was how many calories are in the average Christmas dinner. I'm not giving you a reference point because that would be the answer. I mean, they do say, in terms of like overall, they recommend, I think it's for men, they recommend 2,500 calories a day. And for women, I think it's 2,100? Might be 2,000. That's the only real reference point I can give you, because I don't actually have a reference point for the average meal. I know that they recommended at one point 400, 600, 600 plus snacks.
なんでもない。ちょっと寝不足なだけだ。
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just not getting enough sleep.
そうですか。だったらいいんですけど。
I see. I hope so.
それよりルカ子は何をしていたんだ？忙しそうにしていたみたいだが。
Anyway, what were you doing just now, Lukako? You look busy.
本殿のお掃除をしていたんです。
Cleaning the shrine.
掃除ならいつもやってるんじゃないのか？
Don't you clean it all the time? It felt like every time I came here, Lukako had a broom in his hands.
今日は普段できないようなところも含めての大掃除なんです。
Today's the big cleaning day. When we clean the parts we don't normally get to.
Okay, Snowbeaver, well, you're guessing 2,500. I'm going to leave it for about another 5-10 minutes, just in case anybody else wants to put an answer in the comments. And then after that, I will reveal the answer. So for those of you out there who haven't taken part, I was in the Christmas quiz today at work, and one of the questions was, on average, how many calories are in a Christmas dinner? Put your answers in the chat. I'm interested in what the internet believes.
そうか。もうすぐ正月だしな。
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's almost New Year's. New Year's is a big deal for a shrine.
すす払いは先日やったんですが、まだやり残しているところもあるので、かがりさんにも手伝ってもらっていたんです。
I did the dusting a few days ago, but there's still stuff to do, so I'm having Kagari help.
ただ、お世話になってるだけなのも気が引けるもん。少しくらいは役に立たないと。
It doesn't feel right to stay here and do nothing. I have to help a little at least.
Lukako and Kagari seem to be getting along just fine.
おやルカお客さんかな
Oh, Luca! Guests?
あ、お父さん。
Hello, Father.
Oh wow, so you're up in the limit to 4,000 now, Snowbeaver. Wow, okay. As I say, I'm gonna give it another 3.5 minutes or so. I've got a timer for my reference point. And I say, if I don't get any further guesses, I will reveal the answer. Lukako's father was poking his head out from behind the shrine. He had the look of a saint, but I knew he had some bad habits. Mostly the same type as Daru had. Oh no. Please, no. Dressing up Lukaku in shrine priestess clothes and having him help around the shrine was all his idea.
おやこれは岡部君にまゆりちゃんメリークリスマス
Oh, Okabe! Mayuri! Merry Christmas! If you force your son to dress up in priestess clothes to satiate your habits, you're not a father, you're a creep. Fuck you.
メリークリスマスです。
Merry Christmas.
Wait. Aren't you not allowed to say that?
おやどうかしたかい岡部君
Huh? What's wrong, Okabe?
いえ。
No, nothing. Well, if it didn't bother them, I guess it was fine. More importantly, I needed to thank them for what they were doing for Kagari.
実は彼女のことなんですが。
Actually, about Kana.
かがりさんというそうだねルカから聞いたよまさか君たちが知っている人だったとは世間は狭いね
Her name's Kagari, I heard. Luca told me. I had no idea you guys knew her. Small world, huh?
はい。それでもう少しの間お宅でお世話になることができればありがたいんですが。
That's right. So it would help a lot if she could stay here for a little while.
何か理由があるようだね。もちろんうちとしては大歓迎だよ。
You seem to have your reasons, I hear. Of course, she's welcome to stay as long as she likes.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
ありがとうございますおじさん。
Thank you, sir.
いいんだよ。私も新しく娘ができたみたいで嬉しいからね。
It's fine. It's like having a new daughter. Yeah.
できたみたいって、お父さん、お姉ちゃんがいるじゃないですか。
A new daughter? Father, you already have my sister.
あの子はちっとも家に帰ってきてくれないじゃないか。私が寂しがっているのを知っていて、そういう意地悪をするんだ。
She never comes home, though. I wonder why. She knows how much I miss her, and she's just being mean. Yeah. Right, well, we are pretty much at the point where I said I was going to reveal the answer. So, Snowbeaver, you reckoned that it was 4,000 calories is on average in a Christmas dinner. I had similar reasoning. I know that most Christmas dinners feature roast potatoes, thick gravy, turkey, pigs in blankets, cranberry sauce, stuffing, things like parsnips or carrot and sweet, it's all done fat, and then you got the champagne, and you've got all these kind of things. So I saw it's going to be your whole daily allowance, 2,500 calories. Apparently, it's 900. I call bullshit. There's absolutely no way any Christmas dinner I've ever seen contains only 900 calories. It's just not possible. No fucking way. Sorry, Avian, I didn't realise this was making you hungry. And yeah, I agree. You raised the point. Dessert, exactly. All these things together. There's no way that 900 is the choice. It's just not possible. Like they're saying that essentially a Christmas dinner has less calories in than a Big Mac meal. No, a Big Mac meal's got loads of shit in it, but it's not as fatty as a Christmas dinner. There's a reason they call it the Big Pig Out Feast. And actually, Snow, I don't believe it was a global survey either. I believe it was based on either the UK or Europe. Oh, Avian, how did I know you'd bring that reference out? One of my Christmas dinners probably would be, to be fair.
そうだ、いいことを考えたよ。せっかくこれだけ女の子がいるんだから、お正月には神社を手伝ってもらうというのはどうだろう。
Oh, I just had an idea. Since we've got all these girls here, why don't you all help out at the shrine on New Year's? Thanks, but no thanks, because we're gonna PART. Why? 'Cause we gotta.
手伝うって巫女ですか？
Help? Shrine priestesses?
もちろん、かがりちゃんにもまゆりちゃんにもちゃんと巫女装束を着てもらってね。どうかな？バイト代は出すよ。
I'm going to read the line. Wish me luck. Of course. Kagari and Miyuri too. We'll have you wear the outfits. How about it? I'll pay. It's just fucking wrong. So wrong.
でもそんなの二人に悪いですし。
But that's not fair to them.
私なら大丈夫よ、ルカ君。お世話になってるんだもん。それくらいしなきゃ。
Oh, I don't mind. You guys are really helping me, so it's the least I can do.
本当かい？
Really?
マユシーはお正月はパーティーの準備をしなきゃいけないので。
Mayushi has to get ready for the party on New Year's.
それにコスプレ衣装を作るのは好きだけど、自分で着るのは。
And I like making cosplay outfits, but I don't know about wearing them.
Miyuri, a shrine priestess outfit actually isn't cosplay, you know. Unless you're cosplaying as a priestess warrior character. Who'd be a good example here? Not Nezuko from Demon Slayer, but that kind of thing, maybe? In fact, would Nezuko count? I'm not sure.
そうか。まゆりちゃんの巫女姿、岡部君も見たいんじゃないのかい？
I see. Don't you want to see Miyuri dressed up as a shrine priestess, Okabe? Don't bring me into this, you creep. Fuck you!
は
Huh? Why is he asking me?
そうなの？オカリン。
Is that true, Ocarine?
いや俺は
No, I...
とぼけても無駄だよ。ちゃんと顔に書いてある。
You can't fool me. It's written on your face. No way. If I were to look at a mirror right now, I most definitely would not see it written on my face.
そっか。オカリンがそう言うなら。
I see. Well, if Ocarine says so.
But he hasn't. You're his hostage. And he has to say no. Oh wait, he's kind of no-sold that persona, so that doesn't work anymore, does it?
そうか。それはよかった。よし、そうと決まれば巫女装束をもっと用意しなければいけないな。母さん。
Great, glad to hear it. That means I'll have to get the outfits ready. Hey, honey! He must have been afraid that Miyuri and Kagari were going to change their minds, because he quickly ran behind the shrine. Right, everybody, while you got your chance, run away! You seriously couldn't let your guard down around that man?
ごめんなさい。
Sorry.
ルカ君が謝ることないよ。
No, there's no reason for you to apologize.
でもせっかく楽しみにしてたお正月のパーティーが。
But I know you were looking forward to that New Year's party.
それはここのお手伝いが終わった後でもできるから平気だよ。
I can still do it after I'm done helping here, so don't worry.
そうだね。僕も手伝うから何でも言ってね。
Yeah, that's right. I'll help too. Ask for anything you need.
ありがとう、ルカ君。
Thanks, Luca.
でも巫女さんの格好なんて私に似合うかな。
But I don't know if I'll look good in a shrine priestess outfit.
大丈夫、絶対に似合うよ。
Don't worry, I'm sure you will.
そうかな。
Really?
マユシーはね、お友達のコスプレの衣装とかたくさん作ってるからわかるの。
Yeah, Mayushi makes all kind of cosplay outfits for her friends, so I could tell.
そう言ってもらえるなら頑張ってみるね。
If you say so, I guess I'll try it. Yeah.
Since I'd asked her to keep Kagari from leaving the shrine, she probably needed something like this to relax. It's an interesting point, Snowberry, you make up that maybe by accounting for kids' portions, that'd kind of bring down the average. But it makes you wonder where they got the sample size from and how they calculated it. You know what I mean? From all the times I've seen Christmas dinners, there's no way they're that small. No chance. As Avian says, it's more like it's been 9,000 than 900. Maybe that was why Lukaku's father had asked her. No. No way. Either way, it was going to be a busy New Year's.
それじゃあ俺はこれで。
Okay, I'll be going.
もう帰られるんですか？僕、お茶もお出しせずに。
Huh? You're leaving already? I haven't even brought you tea.
かがりさんの様子を見に来ただけだからな。
I just came to see Kagari, is all. Oh, dick move.
おかり、まゆしーは
Oh, Okabe, Mayushi is.
分かってる。もう少し正月の話をするんだろう。俺はラボに戻ってるから。
I know. You want to talk about New Year's a little more, don't you? I'll be back at the lab.
ありがとう、岡部さん。
Thanks, Okabe.
She bowed her head a little and smiled innocently. If she still had her memories of the war orphan, would she be able to smile like that? Come to think of it, what would she, Hyajo, be doing on New Year's? She had said that New Year's was a time for partying with your friends, but it didn't seem like she had any friends to party with.
だから何度言ったらわかるのよ。
How many times do I have to tell you? Jeez.
Huh? I heard a voice I thought I recognized. It was Hyajo herself. And she was yelling at a police officer. Which meant
証明するものって、ちょっと待って、今。
Something to prove it? Oh, just hold on.
ヒヤジョーさん。
Hyajo!
岡部さん、いいところに。ちょっとお願いがあるんだけど。
Oh, Okabe, good timing. Can you help me with something?
おまわりさん。彼女はれっきとした大人の女性です。間違いありません。
Officer, this is an adult woman, I swear it.
君は知り合い？
Who are you? A friend of hers?
はい。大学の先輩にあたります。
Yes, I'm a classmate of hers at college. I didn't feel like explaining the whole thing. She wouldn't mind if I told a little lie like that. Probably.
大学。
College?
東京電機大学です。なんなら調べてもらってもいいですけど。
Tokyo Denki University. You can check it out yourself if you want, but
ああ、いや、そこまでは。でも、そう。小学生じゃないんだ。
oh no, there's no need to go that far. I see. So she is in an elementary school. The policeman left, shaking his head.
なんなのもう。謝るくらいしたらどうなのよ。ほんと訴えてやろうかしら。
What was that all about? He could at least apologize. Maybe I'll sue.
まあまあ、それだけ仕事熱心ってことじゃないかな。
It just means he's dedicated to his job, right?
あなたもあなたよ、岡部さん。
You're just as bad, Okabe.
俺？
Me?
一見しただけで私が子供に間違われて補導されそうになってるって分かったんでしょ。
One luck and you were sure that you mistaken me for a kid and was trying to take me back to the station, right?
一目で分かるなんて、あなたもそう思ってるって証拠だわ。
If so, that means you're thinking the same thing he was.
それは。
That's not. Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut.
まあでも、助けてくれたことには感謝するわ。ありがとう。
But I am grateful for your help. Thank you.
いや、
It's nothing. You should have just said so to begin with, then. Come to think of it, Makise was the same way. We're all genius scientists like this.
それでヒヤジョーさんはこんなところで何を？
So what are you doing here, Hyajo?
これよ、これ。
Here, take a look.
She showed me a big bag. Well, no. It just looked big because Maho was holding it. Ooh! Ow! Savage, Okabe! Savage! It actually wasn't very big at all.
例のノートパソコン。ここならパスを解析できる業者がいるかなって思ったんだけど。
It's that laptop I was telling you about. I thought there might be somebody in Akihabara who could decrypt it, but...
Evidently, she was holding Makise's laptop.
まだそれにこだわっていたのか。
You're still working on that.
そりゃあプライベートを 覗くのは良くないって思うわ。でも私はあの子が何を考えて何をやろうとしていたのか知りたいのよ。
Well, I don't want to invade her privacy, but I want to know what she was thinking and what she was trying to do.
あなたはいいわよ。あの子が亡くなる前に会って話したりしてるんだもの。
You're lucky. You got to talk to her before she died.
Not in this world line, I didn't.
でも私にはまだ実感がないの。急に亡くなったって連絡を受けただけ。葬儀にも出られなかった。
It still doesn't seem real to me. I just got a message out of nowhere that she was dead. I didn't even get to go to the funeral.
だから少しでもクリスのことを知りたい。
So I want to know a little more about her.
今更って思うかもしれないけど、それが私の中でのあの子の死に対する折り合いのつけ方なのよ。
I know it might be a little too late now, but I guess it's my one way of coping with her death.
Everyone copes in their own ways. And of course, any kind of loss or grief is very personal. There's no real late or early with it. It's uniquely individual.
Hiyajo さん。
Hyajo.
だから岡部さん、教えて。何でもいいの。あの子がパスワードとして設定しそうな言葉、一つや二つ心当たりあるでしょ？
So please, Okabe, is there anything you can think of? Anything at all that could be a password?
I knew how she felt. And I knew she wanted a way to cope. Because I still hadn't come to grips with it myself. But still,
悪いけど知らないよ。
Sorry, but I don't.
岡部さん。
Okabe!
すまない。
I'm sorry.
そうやって逃げるの？
Is that how you're running away?
逃げる？
Running away?
アマデウスとコミュニケーションを取らなくなったのも逃げてるからでしょ？
That was why you stopped talking to Amadeus too, right? Because you're running.
She was right. I had run away. I had run away from a chain of tragedy that repeated itself hundreds, no, thousands of times. And the result of that running away was who I was today.
クリスったらすっごい文句言ってたわよ。岡部さんは冷たいって。
Makise was really mad. She said you were a very cold person.
I could imagine. Knowing her, she'd probably said all kinds of things about me. But
そうだ。冷たいんだよ。俺は。
that's right. I am a cold person. I'd abandoned her.
岡部さん。
Okabe.
My attitude must have affected her, because Maho had fallen silent. I realized too late I'd made a mistake. I didn't need to put it like that.
すまない。
I'm sorry.
うん。
No.
This was really awkward. I needed something to change the
そう
subject.
だ。ヒヤジョーさん。正月は何か予定あるのか？
Oh, right. Hyajo, do you have any new plans for New Year's?
いえ、今のところは何もないけど。
No, not right now.
だったら初詣にみんなで柳林神社に行かないか？まゆりたちも手伝うことになってるんだ。
Then why don't we all visit Yanabayashi Shrine? Mayuri and the others are going to be helping there.
まゆり？
Mayuri?
Oh, right. Mayuri wasn't there when she'd visited the lab.
俺の幼馴染なんだ。ラボの一員でもある。
An old friend of mine. She's also a lab member.
幼なじみ。
An old friend.
ああ。その後でラボでパーティーもやるらしい。なんならヒヤジョーさんも巫女装束を着て神社を手伝ってもらってもいい。
Yeah. And we're having a party at the lab right after that. If you want, you can wear a shrine priestess outfit and help out too.
巫女装束。それってコスプレとかいうやつ？
Mayuri, you've made a friend.
A shrine priestess outfit? Is that cosplay?
いやちゃんとした手伝いだからコスプレにはならないと思う。
No, it's a real job. So it's not cosplay.
そう。でもそれはやめとくわ。私に合うサイズもないだろうし。
I see. But I'll pass. They probably won't have anything in my size.
Oh, Okabe! No! Stop twisting the knife! She was probably right, actually. They might have had some of Lukaku's old clothes from his childhood around, but it seemed like a bad idea to mention that. Yes. Very bad idea. Definitely don't step into that minefield, Okabe. Do not do it.
ちょっとそこで納得しないでくれる？
Come on! You can at least try and tell me that I'm wrong.
すまない。
Sorry.
で、集合はラボでいいの？何時に行けばいい？
So, are we meeting at the lab? What time should I get there?
えでも
Huh? But
手伝うのはパスだけど、日本の初詣には行ってみたいと思ってたの。その後のパーティーはまあその時考えるわ。
I'll pass on helping out, but I do want to visit a shrine on New Year's. As for the party afterward, well, I'll think about it.
that made sense. If she met Mayuri and they didn't get along, there was probably no need to go to a party with her.
分かった。じゃあ細かいことはまた連絡するよ。
Alright. I'll let you know the details then.
ええ、楽しみにしてるわ。
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
The time between then and New Year's flew by. Parties and drinking at school. When that was over, Komima. Of course, all I did for that was watch Daru and Mayuri run around. And then it was January the 1st, 2011. Are we not going to see what happens at the shrine? We're not seeing what happened on the 31st? We're not seeing New Year's Eve?
これで全員揃ったか？
Is this everybody?
じゃあ今から点呼取るよ。あまねし。
I'll take attendance. Amanishi!
はい。
Here.
魔法タン。
Maho-tan!
だからその呼び方やめてって言ってるでしょ。
I told you to stop calling me that.
カエデシ。
Kaedishi!
Present.
ふぶきし。
Hibukishi!
はいは
Yup, yup.
であとは。
And also,
ーい。私でーす。
I'm here too.
ナイ様。
Lady Nye! And he's got a look of, you go near my daughter and I'll rip off your head. And I would watch. I'd get the popcorn and I would get comfortable.
なおかりん、なんでブラウン市まで行くことになってんの？
Hey, Ocarine! Why is Branshy here?
俺だって知らない。マユリが苗を誘ったらついてきたってとこだろう。
No clue. Mayuri invited Nye and he came too, I guess.
おい、何ひそひそ話してやがる。
Hey, what are you whispering about?
いえ何も。
Nothing.
お父さん、私ね、まゆりお姉ちゃんの巫女さん姿、すごく楽しみなんだ。
Daddy, I can't wait to see Big Sis Mayuri wearing a shrine priestess outfit.
そうだな、すまないな。本当ならお父さんが連れてってやりたかったんだが。
Yeah, sorry. I wish I could go with you.
その天王寺さんは来られないのですか？
You can't come, Mr. Tenoji.
当たり前だ。何を好き好んで俺がおめえらと初詣せねえならん。
Of course not. Why the hell would I want to go visit a shrine with you guys? The you guys kind of includes your daughter. Daddy should look after his little girl. Or something like that. I'm not a parent, so I don't know.
俺はちょっと休養で出かけなきゃいけなくなっちまったからおめえらに苗を預ける
Something important came up, so I've got to head out. I'm leaving Naya with you.
ちゃんと面倒見ないと家賃あげっからな
Take good care of her, or your rent's going up. When we heard that, Daru and I both let out a sigh of relief, even though he was still right there. I, in particular, was trying to avoid Tanoji as much as I possibly could. His ostensible job was running his strange bronze tube workshop, but he was actually the leader of the Rounders. He worked for CERN. My heart wasn't strong enough to deal with him, knowing that. The only reason I didn't leave the building altogether was that Miyuri and Daru had opposed it. There was also the hope that if something did happen, I'd be able to learn something about the Rounders' movements. Still, I hadn't come back to the lab for some time.
ダメだよお父さんそんな言い方しちゃ
You shouldn't say that, Daddy.
おおそうだったなさすが苗はいい子だな
Oh, you're right. You're such a good girl, Nai.
おかりんおじさんお願いします
Uncle Okabe, thanks for taking care of me.
おう
Yeah. Nai didn't seem scared of me, probably because I'd stopped treating her like a small, cute animal. Who does that? Seriously, who treats little kids like small animals?
そんじゃ夜になったら迎えに来るからよろしくな
Okay, I'll be back to pick her up tonight. See ya.
わかりました
Alright. Sure.
まだ何か
Is there something else?
いややっぱりおめえ随分と変わっちまったよな前はほうだとかなんとか妙なことばっか言ってたのによどうにも調子が狂っちまうぜ
Nah, it just feels like you've really changed. You always used to keep going on about ho and whatever the hell that was. But not anymore. It just feels weird.
おかげさまで大人になったんです
I'm an adult now.
大人にねまとにかく苗を頼んだぜ
You're an adult, huh? Well, whatever. Take care of Nai for me. Oh. Everyone in the room except Nai let out a big sigh of relief the minute Tanoji left.
とにかくこれで全員だな
Anyway, this is everybody. Fubuki, Kaede, Yuki, Maho, and Nai. It was a strange group. Of course, we were all going to Yanabayashi Shrine.
本当に良かったの？私なんかが来てしまって。
Are you sure it's okay for me to be here?
気にしなくていいこっちこそなんだかよくわからない集まりになってしまったけど大丈夫かな
Don't worry about it. Anyway, this ended up being kind of a strange group. Is that okay?
馴染んだって言ったら嘘になるわね。でも初詣ってちょっと興味もあったし。
I'd be lying if I said I was fitting in. But I always did want to go to a shrine on New Year's.
Yeah, that's something we don't really do over here. In the UK, a lot of people go to church on Christmas Eve for a midnight ceremony. But they don't... On the New Year's Eve, we mostly... party. Although this year, that's probably not going to happen. Because I get the feeling that Mr. Johnson is going to go, right, you've had your fun, you can't go anywhere now for the next 3 weeks. That's my prediction.
それに同年代の知り合いが増えるのも嬉しいわ。
And I'm happy to meet more people my own age.
そう言ってもらえると助かるよ
Glad to hear it. Maho was probably feeling a little left out, but that would solve itself with time.
シーのコスプレ超楽しみ。
I can't wait to see Mayoshi's cosplay outfit.
もう吹雪ちゃんたらコスプレじゃなくて今日はあくまでも清掃だよ。
Oh, Fubuki. It's not a cosplay outfit. It's her official uniform for today.
鈴葉さんの巫女装束も楽しみですね、橋田さん。
It'll be fun seeing Suzuha wearing one too, won't it, Hashida?
Huh? What, Best Girl's wearing one? She wasn't there. We shall see, I guess. That'll be an unexpected bonus. I've been wondering where Best Girl's been hiding.
まあね、妹属性の巫女さんつうのも悪くない。つうか、どうせならそこにナース属性も追加してくれれば萌えの数え役満なのだが。
Yeah, nothing wrong with little sister shrine priestess. If you could throw in a nurse somewhere, you'd have an entire anime house. Oh. No, Naru, no.
橋田さんは相変わらず変態さんですね。
You're always such a pervert, Hashida.
紳士だけどね。
But a perverted gentleman, though. In the end, instead of just Mayuri helping at the shrine, Suzuha and Ferris had gone too. Ferris I could understand, but I certainly hadn't expected Suzuha to go. She was probably worried about Kagari, but there was also another reason, she said. She'd heard that she'd get paid.
I can't do nothing for you unless you're gonna pay.
Suzuha had enough money with her to get by in this time period. But since it wasn't her own money, she preferred not having to spend it living on living expenses. She'd rather make her own money instead. Can understand that, to be fair. Sorry, 1 second, I need to take a quick stretch of my legs. Do apologise. Yeah, everyone likes to earn their own cash. No one likes to be given handouts. Unless you're a gold digger, of course. That was something that had always impressed me.
そうそう、大事なことを忘れてました。
Oh, right. I forgot something important.
大事なこと？
Something important?
新年明けましておめでとうございます。
Happy New Year's.
ああ、そっか。昨日までコミマだったからまだ年明けたって気がしないんだよね。
Oh, right. Kamima earned it just yesterday, so it doesn't feel like New Year's, does it?
それじゃあ私たちも改めて
Alright, let's all say it together.
明けましておめでとうございます。
I'm not trying that. Trying to flick my voice through 19 intonations at once is not gonna work. Moving on.
これでよしと。
Okay, that does it.
じゃあ挨拶も済ませたことだしそろそろ行くか。
Now that we've finished our greetings, let's get going.
Okay.
いざ行かん。ミコミコパラダイス。
We're at the Shrine Priestess Heaven.
橋田さん、神社にパラダイスはないと思いますよ。
Hashida, there's no heaven in Shinto, so you're not going to find it at a shrine.
Yeah, I'm surprised they've not put a hint for Shinto, but for those of you who don't know, it's a very dominant religion in Japan. Very similar to Buddhism. Very similar.
あ、そっか。
Oh, right. We all headed to Yanabayashi Shrine, laughing and talking as we went. To be honest, Akihabara on New Year's wasn't that much different than any other time of year. The stores were open, and there were lots of customers seeking New Year's bargains. The only difference was that there were fewer cars.
ねえねえ、ダルおじさん。
Hey, hey, Uncle Daru.
はい、なんでしょう、姉様。
Yes, what is it, Lady Nai?
おじさんは紳士なの？
Are you a gentleman?
そうだよ。おじさんは変態だけど紳士なのだぜ。キリ。
This is almost as painful as when Nanako learned a certain word in the anime for Persona 4. That's right! I'm a pervert, but I'm also a gentleman.
橋田さんはどうしてなえちゃんのことを 様付けで呼ぶんですか？
Why do you call her Lady Nye?
幼女はその存在だけで敬われるべきだからです。キリ！
Because little girls deserve the utmost respect. Oh, God. Oh. I don't think that's what it was intended to do, but oh no, just no, 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 no.
I see.
They look like a family walking together. Was Suzuha, Daru, and Yuki ever able to spend any time together like that?
そういえば、ふぶきちゃん。この前言っていた変な夢はどう？
Oh, Fubuki, whatever happened to those weird dreams you were having?
あれ？最近はあんまり見なくなったかも。やっぱ疲れてたみたい。
Oh, those. I haven't had any lately. I don't think. Maybe I was just tired.
そっか。だったらいいんだけど。
I see. I hope so.
変な夢？
Weird dreams?
ちょっと一時期悪夢にうなされちゃった時期があって。
Oh, for a while I was having these really terrible nightmares.
悪夢って？
Nightmares.
お？食いつきますね。ひょっとして私に気があるとか。
Oh, you're awfully interested. Do you have a thing for me or something?
ダメよ、ふぶきちゃん。オカリンさんには好きな人がいるんだから。
Come on, Fubuki. Ocarine has someone he likes.
そっか。
Oh, right.
何の話だ？
What are you talking about?
オカリンさんには好きな人がいるって話。
We're talking about how there's someone you like already.
俺に？
There is? Who told them that? Miyuri, maybe?
俺には好きな人なんていないよ。
I don't have anyone I like, no.
そうなんですか？
What?
Really?
本当に？
Really?
本当だって。
It's true. Miyuri talks about them a lot, but thinking back, this is probably the first real conversation I had with them. Not true, you had the conversation on the bridge, which I skipped on this playthrough because it was the same as last time, but it did happen. Still, they were easy to talk to.
そんなことより二人とも頼みがあるんだが。
Anyway, I had a request for you two.
できればヒヤジョーさんに話しかけてやってもらえないか。
Could you try to talk to Hyajo a little? Eh?
彼女アメリカの大学から来てるんだけど、まだあんまりこっちに知り合いいないから。
She's an American college and doesn't really know anyone here yet.
アメリカ？すごい！
America? Wow!
Instead of answering, Nakase gave a cry of surprise and went over to Maho, who'd been walking ahead of the group.
ねえ、マホさんってアメリカの大学に通ってるんですか？
Hey, Maho! Do you go to an American college?
まあそうだけど。
Huh? Yeah, that's true.
じゃあ英語ペラペラなんですか？
Then you can speak English.
まあ生まれも生活もずっと向こうだから。
Well, I spent my whole life over there.
すごい！
Wow!
That should probably help her open up a little.
オカリンさんって優しいんですね。
You're really nice, Ocarine.
そんなことないよ。
That's not true. Maho had told me the exact opposite just a few days ago.
でも人って優しいからこそ誰かを傷つけることもあるんですよね。
But sometimes a person can hurt someone because they're kind, can't they?
は？
Huh?
いえ、何でもありません。私もマホさんと話してきますね。
No, nothing. I'll go talk to Maho too.
Kurashima jogged out to catch up with the other girls, leaving behind a sweet smell of perfume. Hurt someone. The word stuck in my chest for a little while. Yanabayashi wasn't as busy as Kanda Shrine, but it was still a lot busier than I'd expected.
オカリンたちだにゃ。おーい、オカリン。こっちだにゃ。
Oh, it's Ocarine, Nya! Hey, Ocarine! Over here, Nya!
明け
Oh,
ま
wow.
しておめでとうございます。皆さん、
Happy New Year's, everyone!
Wow, look at Suzuha. She's so over. Right, isn't she? Ferris has been as cute as he can, and Luca is just like, yay, I'm back in my fave outfit, and Suzuha is just like, I'm not being paid anywhere near enough to be here. Anywhere near. And she would be correct. At this point, it didn't even need to be said that Lukako looked great in a Shrine Priestess uniform. Faris, for her part, still had her cat ears on, but her outfit was much simpler than the usual maid-up uniform. I was sure her fans would love it though.
おめでとうなのにゃ。
Happy New Year's, Nya!
Daru, Yuki, and the others exchanged New Year's greetings as well. Yeah, exactly, Evian. That's what Suzuha's thinking. Someone's gonna get a hurting. Not wrong. Absolutely not wrong.
フェリスタンがミッコミコにしてくれるなんて生きててよかった。
Wow, first tan! Seeing you wearing that makes me glad to be alive!
ありがとうにゃ。
Thank you, Nya!
ゆきさんも来てくれたんだ。
I'm glad you came, Yuki.
明けましておめでとう、鈴葉さん。
Happy New Year's, Suzuha.
ああ、明けましておめでとうございます。
Happy New Year's. Suzuha always wore casual, light clothes, but this was pretty good too. If nothing else, it made it impossible to imagine her as Dara's daughter. If only she'd smile. This would be perfect. Yeah, Okabe, not really a place where she can really smile, let's be honest.
妹属性の巫女さん来たこれ。それでお注射の時間だよお兄ちゃんって言っておくれよ。
I'm getting painful flashbacks to Song of Memories here. Very painful flashbacks. I'm going to hell for saying it, but here we go. Little sister Shrine Priestess for the win! Now just say, it's time for your shots, big brother, and it'll be perfect! Whoa.
そんなことばっかり言ってるから母さんに誤解されるんだ。
You know the reason Mom's got the wrong idea is because you keep saying stuff like that.
誤解
The wrong idea?
なゆ姉さんから聞いたんだよ。母さん、自分が父さんからあまり好かれてないと思い込んでる。
Big sis Mayu told me that Mom thinks you don't like her very much.
なんでそうなる？僕は鈴葉はもちろんアマネ氏もフェイリスタンもルカ氏も親の子はみんな平等に好きなのに。
How does Daru do it? How? For someone who's so clueless, how? Is it like the caveman thing? People want to tame him. Is that where this is going? I don't know. Why? I love all girls equally. You, Amanishi, Ferris-tan, Lukashi, everyone.
だからそういうのがダメなんだって。
I told you, you have to knock that off.
二人ともさっきから何を？
What are you two talking about?
なんでもない。それよりほら、おみきとあとおみくじもあるからどうかな。
Oh, no, it's nothing. Hey, they've got Amiki and Amikuji. Want some?
Amiki, I'm guessing it's some kind of like New Year's treat of some kind. Oh no, it's sake even. Holy sake is offered to the gods. In the UK, whenever a priest does the whole like alcoholic celebration to the gods, they drink from the chalice on behalf of the congregation. In other words, this fucking wine is mine and I'm not sharing it with anyone. Suzuha was right. If Dara didn't cut back a little, she might never be born. I'd have to talk to him about it later.
それにしてもルカ君は相変わらず美人さんね。
Anyway, you're always so beautiful, Luca.
いえ、そんな。
No, I'm not.
ほんとこれで男の子だなんて信じらんないよね。
Really? I still can't believe you're a guy, you know?
嘘。あなた男の子なの？
What? No way! You're a guy?
はい。
Oh, yes.
嘘でしょ。日本ってやっぱり進んでるのね。
You're kidding me. Japan really is sophisticated, isn't it?
猫のお姉ちゃん。
Miss Kitty?
何かにゃ？
Huh? What is it, Nia?
まゆりお姉ちゃんはどこですか？
Where's Big Sis Mayuri?
I like how Nae called Ferris Miss Kitty. Ferris would like that, don't get me wrong, but it's really cute. Meanwhile, Queen Jumping is saying you're finally back. Hi, good evening to you, how you doing?
まゆし？確かさっきまであっちでおみきを。あそこにいたにゃ。
Mayushi? She was over there with the Amiki. Oh, there she is, Nia.
こっちに来るにゃ。オカリンたちが来てるにゃ。
Mayushi, over here. Ocarina and the others are here, Nia.
Miyuri must not have realized we were here, because she came running over with Kagari in tow.
オカリン。明けましておめでとうございます。
Ocarina, Happy New Year's.
It's like, Miyuri seems far too excited, but again, best girl just wants to go home. She's like, can I just drink all the sake and pass out? I really don't want to be here. Whereas Kagari is still getting accustomed to being amongst them, I think. And you're tired but alive, but free for the next 3 days. That's amazing. I've got one more shift left tomorrow, and then I'm free until the 4th of January. Oh yeah.
明けましておめでとうございます。岡部さん。
Happy New Year's, Okabe.
Yeah, like a child. Yep. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair reflection, Queen.
ああ、おめでとう。
Yeah, you too.
どうかな。この格好似合ってるかな。
So, what do you think? Do I look good in this?
ああ、想像以上によく似合ってる。
Huh? Yeah, it looks better than I imagined.
よかった。
Really? I'm glad.
Her facial expression went from tense to relieved.
メイクインニャンニャンでもイベントデーなんかじゃコスプレするんだろ？今更緊張することもないだろうに。
You cosplay for special occasions at May Queen Nianyan, right? So why get nervous now?
あれはお仕事だからいいのです。
That's for work, so it's different.
I didn't understand how it could be okay to do it at work, and not okay to do it when you weren't at work. And she was getting paid for this. So wasn't this work too? Sound logic. Very sound logic, to be fair.
ねえ、岡部さん。私はどうかな？似合ってるかな？
Hey, Okabe, how about me? Do I look good?
ああ、かがりさんもすごく似合ってると思う。
Yeah, you look great.
そうだ。後で一緒に写真撮ってくださいね。
Wow, I'm so glad. Hey, I know. Take a picture with me later, okay?
写真？いいけど。
A picture? Sure, I guess.
だってほら、写真があれば記録に残るでしょ。私、 今のうちにたくさん残しておきたいんです。また忘れちゃったりしないように。
A picture's a physical record of something, right? I want to make as many of those as I can right now, so I don't forget again.
She wasn't just happy because it was New Year's. Over the past few days, she'd gotten a lot more cheerful. At the time, she seemed scared because of her lost memories, but this was probably just who she was. As she'd gotten ready for New Year's with Miyuri and Lukaku, she started to become her real self again, little by little.
やっぱりまゆりちゃん似合ってる。
Wow, you really do look good, Miyuri.
そうかな。なんだか恥ずかしいよ。
Do I? I'm kind of embarrassed.
そんなこと言ってまんざらでもないくせに。
Ah, come on! You know you love it!
こちらがこの前言ってた
Oh, so you're,
かがりです。椎名かがり。
oh, Kagari. Sheena Kagari.
本当だ。まゆしーと同じ名前なんですね。
That's right! You have the same name as Mayushi!
偶然。
Yeah, weird coincidence, huh?
It wasn't actually a coincidence, though.
かがりさんもスタイルいいし、コスとか似合いそう。
You got a good figure, so I bet you'd be good at cosplay.
私も思った。
Oh, I thought so too.
コス？
Cosplay?
コスプレ。ねえ、好きなキャラとかいるんですか？
Cosplay, you know, right? You have any characters you like?
私、そういうのはちょっとよくわからなくて。
I don't really know a lot about that.
ふぶきちゃん。
Kabuki.
ああ、そっか。ごめんなさい。
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
気にしないで。大丈夫だから。
No, don't worry about it. I'm fine.
オカリンもこっちに来て。マユシーがお祓いをしてあげるのです。このなんだっけ。
Hey, Ocarine! Come over here! Mayushi will purify you with this... what was it again?
大ぬさだよ、まゆりちゃん。
That's an onusa, Mayuri.
Is that stick that he had Lukaku cast against his arm that time in the original Steins game? Yeah, tool used in Shinto religious rites, made by placing a string of paper streamers at the end of a branch of a sakiki tree. Said that by waving at a person, the impurities they possess are transmitted from them into the Onusa. Fair play, I suppose.
大ぬさ。
That's right! This onusa!
そのためにはまず神様に手を合わせてこないとな。
First, I need to go pray to the gods, though.
あ、そうだね。それじゃあその後で。私もお祓いしてあげる。
You're right. After that, I'll purify you.
ああ、よろしく頼むよ。
Yeah, thanks. I washed my hands in the water and prayed at the shrine. Come to think of it, this might have been the first time I'd done this here.
何をお願いしたの？
What did you wish for?
ああ、世界が平和でありますようにってね。
Oh, world peace, you know.
またそうやってはぐらかすんだから。
You're such a liar.
It was true, though. Of course, I knew it wasn't going to come true, and that wishing wouldn't make it better.
そういえば遅いわね。
They're late, come to think of it.
Huh?
教授たち、初詣に行くって言ったらすごく来たがってたから場所を教えておいたんだけど。
The two professors. I told them I was visiting the shrine and they really wanted to come. I told them where it was.
どこかで迷ってるのかな。
And do the two professors recoil when they see Kagari? Is that what's going to happen, I wonder? It makes sense with all the threads we've seen so far, involving the future, like, mind work and everything else. and the sudden emergence in Japan with a big group including foreigners. It would all make sense to me. Huh? Did they get lost somewhere?
レイエス教授も一緒だからどこか寄り道してるのかもね。
That's Arias is with him, so they might have stopped somewhere.
Once they got here, it was probably going to get even busier.
ねえあの子でしょ。
Hey, that's her, right?
何がだ？
What?
岡部さんの彼女。あのまゆりさんって人なんでしょ。
Your girlfriend. It's that Mayuri girl, right?
まゆりはそんなんじゃない。
Mayuri's not my girlfriend.
嘘。じゃあどの子？
No way. Then who is it?
誰も違うよ。俺には彼女なんていない。
Nobody. I don't have a girlfriend.
本当に？これだけ可愛い女の子がたくさんいるのに？
Really? With all these cute girls around?
岡部さんってもしかして。
Okabe. Are you maybe...
ああでも大丈夫よ。私そういうのに偏見ないから。
Oh, don't worry. That stuff doesn't bother me.
Oh, wow. Yep, she's asked if he has another approach. I finally figured out what she was trying to say.
違うよ。そういうのでもない。
Oh, no. It's not that.
そうなんだ。じゃあどうして？彼女を作らないの？
I see. Then why? Don't you want a girlfriend?
It's a common belief that people want partners. It seems surprising when people say that they don't want one. People seem like as if people have got something wrong with them. And it's not true. Not true at all.
君、この前クリスに散々文句言ってたのに、同じこと聞いてるぞ。
You know you were giving Makise hell for talking about this stuff earlier, right?
ああ、言われてみれば。自分のことだと嫌なのに、人のことになると興味が出ちゃうんだよね、人間って。これは反省が必要だわ。
Oh, come to think of it. I guess humans just hate it when somebody does something to them, but they're more than willing to do it to somebody else. I had to think about this.
大仁田でシャンシャンってやってあげるから早く。
Ocarine! I'm gonna wave the Onita at you! Come quick!
ちょっと行ってくるよ。
I'll be right back.
え
Okay.
え、やっぱりクリスのことがあったからかしら。
I wonder if it's because of what happened with Makise.
I could hear her small whisper, but I pretended that I didn't. What was supposed to be a short visit to the shrine ended up taking the whole day, as we talked and took pictures.
お待たせだに
We're back, Nya.
ああいう衣装もなかなか肩が凝るね。
Those outfits really strained your shoulders. When we saw Faris and Suzuha back in their usual clothes, it finally felt things were back to normal.
あれマユシーたちは？
Huh? Where are the others?
まだ着替え終わってないからもう少し待っててほしいって言ってたにゃ。
They're not done changing yet. They asked us to wait a little longer, Nya.
Miyuri, Kagari, and Lukaku hadn't come out yet.
ななおかりん、着替えってもしかしてマユシたちとルカシ一緒に着替えてるんかな？
Hey, Ocarine! You think Maeshi and Kagari are changing in the same room as Lukaku? Even if they were, it wouldn't be creepy because Lukaku is far too gentle. So get your mind out of the harem fantasy clouds. It ain't happening, Daru. Deal with it.
いや、それはまずいだろ
Nah, they wouldn't. Would they?
いやん、ルカ君、背中のファスナーあげて。
Oh, Luca! Can you get this fastener on my back?
Still leaves a foul taste in my mouth every time.
そんな、僕そんなこと。
No, I couldn't.
ルカ君、こっちもお願い。
Luca, me too.
そんな会話があの中で繰り広げられてるんかな。はあはあ。
Maybe that's what's going on in there right now. Out.
ねえ岡部さん、この人大丈夫なの？
Okabe, is something wrong with this guy?
Maho had only met Daru a few times, and evidently she was already starting to be wary of him.
ダルは言動はああだが害はない男だから心配しなくても平気だ。
Daru may act weird, but he's harmless. Don't worry.
それにスーパーハカーなんだにゃ。
And he's a super hacker too, nya?
それを言うならハッカーだろ、ジョコ。
You mean hacker, duh?
ハッカー？それ本当なの？
A hacker? Is that true?
大きな声では言えんけど、まあそんな感じのこともやってるから、何かあったら頼んでくれてもいいのだぜ。
I shouldn't really be just talking about it, but yeah. If you need something, just hit me up.
そっか。だったら
I see. Then...
Oh no!
Oh no! Maho's head jerked up in surprise at the sudden voice. I followed where she was looking and saw...
Where? Japanese German girl どこにいるんだい、リンタロウ。
Where are the Japanese shaman girls, Lintalo? Dr. Leskin and Dr. Reyes looked absolutely miserable.
真帆からここに来ればジャパニーズシャーマンガールに会えると聞いてきたのにいないじゃない。
Maho said if I came here, I could see Japanese shaman girls, but they're gone.
ジャパニーズシャーマンガール？
Japanese shaman girls?
巫女さんのことよ。
He means the shrine priestesses.
Oh, I see.
今日はもう巫女さんの出番は終了です。
The shrine priestesses are done for the day.
Holy cow! So I said we should come soon.
I don't even need to bother translating. I only spoke in English.
But you just enjoyed shopping too.
Fine, I get a couple of lines off. I'm happy with this. They were both holding bags from electronics stores. They must have done a lot of shopping on the way here.
That's enough! どっちもどっちですよ。
That's enough. You're both equally at fault.
The two of them started to look around the shrine, not even bothering to hide their disappointment.
お待たせ、オカリ。
We're back, Okabe.
ずいぶん遅かったな、マユリ。
You sure took a while, Miyuri.
ルカ君のお母さんにね、おせちいっぱいもらっちゃった。みんなで食べなさいって。
Yep. Luca's mom gave me a lot of New Year's food. She said we can all eat it together.
母があれも持っていけこれも持っていけって詰め直してたらこんな時間になってしまいました。すみません。
She kept adding to the pile of food, and so it ended up taking forever. I'm sorry.
いや、こっちこそ気を使ってもらって悪いな。
No, it's fine. Thanks.
Excuse me? ちょっといいですか？
Excuse me, can I ask you something?
はい。
Huh? Oh, yes.
お参りというのはどうやるんですか？
How do you worship here?
Oh,
First of all, we should purify our hands and mouth there.
Lucas speaking English? Secret talent unlocked? Am I the only one bewildered by this? No, I'm not. What?
I see.
Please come with me. I'll show you how to do.
Luca led the two professors off to pray. I wondered if there wasn't some kind of religious problem inherent in all this, but if they were fine with it, it wasn't my place to say anything. What was more important?
ルカ子、 すごいな。まさかあんなに英語喋れるとは。
Well, I had no idea Lukaku spoke so much English.
ルカ君、頭いいからね。
Luca's pretty smart, you know.
Oh! Ouch! Ouch, Okabe! Ouch! Was he?
それに秋葉原は観光の人が多いから、何か聞かれてもいいように勉強してるんだって。
And Akihabara has a lot of tourists, so he says he studies so he'll be able to answer any questions they have.
Which is cool, but from all the times I've been in Akihabara, not true. Very few people around there speak English, unless you're in the foreign bars or you know foreign people. Much like a lot of Tokyo, you think, oh, because it's Tokyo, the capital of Japan, it's fine. Oh, I'll be able to speak English slowly, people will understand me. Nope. Not even close. Trust me on this, if you take that mentality, you're going to struggle. I had just discovered a surprising sight in Lukaku.
そういえばマユリ、かがりはどうした？
Hey, Miyuri, where's Kagari? And as you say, it makes sense for a small shrine like this to capitalise on the tourist queen, you're probably right, but it's so out of the way and not well known, they wouldn't get the tourists. He's talks all the time about how the Kanda shrine is way more famous. So I'd expect most tourists to go to the Kanda shrine.
あれ、そろそろ出てくると。あ、来た来た。ほら。
Huh? She should be out soon. Oh, there she is.
ごめんね、お待たせしちゃって。
Sorry it took so long.
That was everybody then. Now we just had to wait for Lukaku to finish.
Thank a lot. We had a wonderful experience.
Not at all.
I like how they had Luka speak English, but not put the actual English into the dialogue box. You had one job?
それじゃあラボに向かうか。
Okay, let's head to the lab. And yeah, Queen, that's a fair point. If Lukaku's father knows quite a few people who are potentially foreign, then having the language there does make sense.
あ、そのことなんですけど、実は私、この後休養が入っちゃって。
Oh, about that. I'm actually busy after this.
ユキさん来れないの？
What? Yuki, you can't come?
ごめんね、まゆりちゃん。バイトで欠員出て、どうしても入ってくれって。
I'm sorry, Miyuri. Someone called off at work and they really need me.
そっか。それじゃあ仕方ないのです。
I see. Okay, I guess you have to then.
I saw that both Daru and Suzuha seemed disappointed too.
教授たちはこの後どうするんです？
What will you guys do?
私はこの後用があるから。
I've got something to do after this.
私もよ。
Me too.
今日はありがとう。素晴らしい発見だらけだったよ。シャーマンガールには会えなかったがね。
Thanks for everything. It was a day full of splendid discoveries. Even if I didn't get to see the Shaman girls.
ほんとね。とってもエキサイティングだったわ。
That's right. It was very exciting.
それじゃあリンタロウ。たまにはクリスにも会ってやってくれ。
See you later, Lintalo. Do try to say hi to Chris once in a while.
では皆さん、また。See you soon!
Bye, everyone. See you soon.
They smiled and disappeared into the bustling Akihabara streets.
んじゃあ僕たちも行こうか。
Okay, let's get going too.
そうだな。
Yeah. Even without Yuki, there were still twice as many people as usual heading for the lab.
それでは改めまして。明けましておめでとうございます。
So, once again, Happy New Year's.
Now, we're only 10 minutes from the usual end of stream, so I'm going to see what happens next. If it starts a long chapter bit, I'm going to have to abruptly cut it out. But we shall see. Let's see what we get. Yeah, not repeating that because there's a big group of voices.
This food your mom made is really good, Luca.
And wow, they weren't joking when they said the pile kept on growing. Look at the mound there. Oh, actually, Queen, while I've got you on, we had a discussion earlier about the average Christmas dinner. Apparently, according to a work quiz I was at today, it has 900 calories. Nope, not even close. You know what really impresses me the most about this scene? Ferris using chopsticks in those bleeding gloves. I've used chopsticks with my regular fingers. They are brutally hard. With those on, it'd be almost impossible.
本当僕とかがりさんも手伝ったんだけど、そう言ってもらえてよかった。
Really? Kagari and I helped too. I'm glad you like it.
えへん。なんて、私は盛り付けただけなんだけど。
Yep. Well, I really just did the arranging.
私この甘い卵焼き大好き。くるくるってなってるの。
I like this sweet tamagoyaki. It's all rolled up.
So that's like egg something, because tamago is the word for egg in Japanese. It sounds like egg skewer, which doesn't make sense, so I'm sure there's something missing.
こっちのお雑煮も絶品すぎる。鈴葉どうだお。
And this ozuni is just delicious. Scissor, what do you think? I can't read her expression, but her shoulders seem hunched forward, so I don't think she's going to be that impressed.
美味しいね。
Yep, it's good.
実はメイクインニャンニャンのお正月メニューなんだにゃ。
Oh. The kitty puns get worse.
It's actually from the New Year's menu at May Queen Nyan Nyan.
むふもちもちで柔らかい。フェイルスタンの味がするお。
That's implying something. And because of what it implies, I'm not reading it out.
橋田さん、本当に変態さんですね。
Hashida, you really are a pervert, aren't you?
And that dialogue with that face. Yeah, Fubuki knows exactly what she's doing. Fubuki is barely putting any effort into her comments to Daru anymore. A whole day of his perversion must have tired her out.
アメリカだったらセクハラですぐ訴えられるわよ。
If we were in America, you could sue him for sexual harassment.
そういえばアメリカのお正月って何を食べるんでしょう。
Say, what did he eat for New Year's in America?
そう七面鳥じゃないのか。
I don't know. Turkey, maybe?
それはクリスマスじゃないですか。
Isn't that Christmas?
It is in the UK, unless you're me who's a vegan. Yes, that's my obligatory I'm going to tell the world I'm vegan moment. One per stream, you're welcome. But in general, yes. Over here, turkey is a big thing for England as well.
アメリカじゃ大晦日に騒ぐから、年が明けると意外と質素よ。豆料理とか。
Americans like to party on New Year's Eve, so they don't eat much on New Year's. Beans, maybe?
From my experiences, it's mostly things like really big buffet food, like chicken wings and things like that. The idea being they pass the bowl around and then grab 4 beers from the cooler. And in the UK, it's no different.
豆料理って響きにときめくお年頃。
Do I even need to bother? Do I even need to bother?
橋田さん、本当に変態さんですね。
Hashida, you really are a pervert, aren't you?
ほらないにゃん、この栗きんとんおいしいにゃん。
Hey, Nyan Nyan Nyan! These glazed chestnuts are really good, yeah?
こっちの黒豆も栄養価が高そうでいいね。
And these black beans look like they're very nutritious.
そんなにたくさん食べられないよ。
I can't eat all that.
慌てないでいいから、よく噛んで食べるんだよ。
You can take your time. Chew thoroughly, okay?
かがりさん、お母さんみたいですね。
You're like a mom, Kagari.
Yeah, exactly, Avian. Fubuki's completely given up, whereas I'm just like crawling into the corner. So it's like Fubuki's taken over the baton, and I'm fine with that. Carry on, Fubuki. You can deal with it. I'm fine with this.
やっぱり人が大勢いると楽しいね。おかり
Isn't it fun having so many people around, Okabe?
ああ、そうだな。
Yeah, you're right. How long had it been since we'd all had this much fun at the lab? No. That was in the Alpha World line. That's interesting, Queen. You say there was a tradition of some kind of bean and rice dish that apparently bring good luck if you had a spoonful when the New Year started. If you eat beans when the New Year started, all you'll be doing is farting all night and not getting much sleep, so I'm not sure that's a good thing to do, personally. Which means this might be the first time in the Beta World line we've done something like this.
にゃ、お茶ってこれだけかにゃ。
Meow! Is this the only tea we've got, Nia?
The party hadn't started that long ago, but evidently we were already out of tea.
兄さんが甘いジュースばかり買ってくるから。
My brother only brought sweet drinks.
お茶がなければコーラを飲めばいいじゃない。
If they have no tea, then let them drink soda! That's a nice play on the let them eat cake. It's an interesting play on it.
おせちに炭酸は厳しいですよね。
I don't know if I want to drink soda on New Year's.
じゃあ、俺と誰で買ってこよう。
Alright, Daru and I will go buy some. I couldn't let the girls go.
ここは私とふぶきちゃんで行きますよ。
Oh, Fubuki and I will go.
私も
Me too.
お呼ばれしてるんだもの。それくらいしないと。
They were nice enough to invite us. It's the least we could do.
しょうがない。それじゃあ行ってきます。適当でいいですよね。
I guess so. Okay, bye. I can get just whatever I want, okay?
そうか、すまない。助かるよ。
I see. Thanks, it's a big help. And no worries, Avian, because you say you've got to go. I also have to go, because I have one final shift at work tomorrow, and then after that, I will be off until the new year. Now, in terms of when the streams are going to be back, we are going to be back on the 27th. We're taking a few days off for Christmas because I'm going to be staying at my parents' until Christmas Eve, overnight and Christmas Eve, and I'll have a lot to deal with on Boxing Day when I come home. So, the 27th is when we're going to be back carrying this story on, find out where we go next. And I'm also hoping to be streaming a couple of times, but the good thing is, because I'm off until the new year, I don't have to do my 3-hour streams, do I? I can go long. So I'm going to see you all again on 8 PM GMT on the 27th. Until then, thank you all very, very much for watching. Merry Christmas and good night.